Welcome everybody, travelers, friends, adventurers. FableForge RPG live on Friday night with Odyssey of the Dragonlords. We had to skip last week, so I'm really excited to jump in tonight. We're going to roll over to the intro here as soon as I click this button. So everybody, if you're new, or if you have friends, or if you just like the intro, you can check that out, and we'll come right back in and get started right away with tonight's session. So we'll see y'all in a minute. All right, so, actually, one second. I forgot to say something very important. My friends, players,
Or I
no matter
forget.
what happens tonight,
I love you guys.
remember I love you guys. All right, so, well, I have to say it, and I remembered last minute. I'm sorry. So let us recap. You have traveled to Fire Island after leaving the Isle of Yonder, retrieving the missing piece of the Antikythera device. The ancient nautical, somehow magical, tied to Thylia fancy compass that reads the constellations and allows you to successfully navigate without getting lost throughout the Forgotten Sea and the Nether Sea. It also makes navigating to islands in the Cerulean Gulf more easy, because then you don't have to rely on somebody that has previous knowledge of its whereabouts. So fast forward, you decide to go to Fire Island because Ina was missing. You found her at Fire Island because that is where her and the Thunder Rock crash landed as they were fighting in the air, flying towards the Golden Heart.
I'm gonna interrupt you. You keep confusing me. You keep saying Fire Island. I distinctly remember planting a flag upon arrival and having no other flag present on this entire island. I think it's more present to say we found her on Lycus Island.
Lycus Isle or Lycus Island or
Lycus Isle. I
Okay.
kind of like Isle, you know, the Isle of Lycus. I think
the
that's kind of
Isle.
cool.
What
The
about
Isle of Lycus.
Isle de la Lycus?
Isle de la Lycus. I'll take it.
Okay.
It. That's good.
So
Yeah, you know, you just keep confusing me with this Fire Island. I'm like, the
I'm sorry.
Island of Lycus, you mean?
That's my mistake. That's my mistake. So on Isle de la Lycus, you met up with this tribe of lizard folk people who refer to themselves as the tree spirits. They mentioned some sort of prophecy after greeting you as guest prisoners without really knowing what to do with you. You found that Ina was also found by these tree spirits after she crash landed with the rock. The rock has since disappeared, and they asked you to help and rid the island of the Firewalkers tribe, most specifically the leadership of the Firewalkers tribe, Chief Jankor. So, accepting this, because you had your own reasons for going there, somebody mentioned a dragon egg, you decided to do a good deed along the way, which could earn you some goodwill and possibly even some much needed alliances if you aren't able, for some reason, to stop Sidon and Lutheria in time. Sneaking in a back, supposed to be hidden passageway, you found your way down to the caldera. You discovered a dragon egg and some fire elementals, and then all shit went crazy as the loud, thunderous spell casting of Lycus alerted the entire caldera to your presence. And then people started flooding out of the rafters and the woodworks. You killed a bunch of pteranodons. You took out some lizard folk. Ina turned into a great ape once again. And at the end of this fight, when you had really cleared the area and you were kind of on the verge of figuring out what to do next, what appears to be the chieftain, Chief Jankor, walked up to the sacrificial pier across the caldera from you, high up overhead, holding Mirtha, the head shaman and chief advisor to Mother Vitha of the tree spirits, out over the ledge, and said, "Lay down your weapons in the name of Sidon and the Firewalkers, or I throw her in." And that's where we left off. So, the majority of you, except for Ronachus, are down really near the base of the caldera. Everything has this reddish tinge to it. The heat is burning on your skins. Sulfur and this ashy smell fill your nose. There are bodies of lizard folk and these giant riding lizards all around them. The pteranodons that didn't fall into the magma and get incinerated rapidly, their bodies are crumpled up against the cliffs. You see some lizard folks scattering either between the buildings on those wooden plankways or up on the various ledges of this caldera. Not nearly as many as when you first started fighting, but there's still some to be had. So, we are not in initiative order. Everybody is waiting with bated breath, all of the lizard folk of the Firewalkers tribe, and Mirtha, since her fate is in your hands, waiting with bated breath to see what you are going to do. So, what do you do?
Weaponless. I'm just gonna walk, start. He didn't say stop, right? He just said throw down your weapons.
What he said.
I don't even have the weapons. I'm weaponless.
I put my pipes down on my belt, and I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. So I take my short sword out, and I throw it aside in a big flourish. Oh, no. I even kick it in the lava for good sport. No!
So your short sword is in the lava?
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Okay.
My short sword is in the lava.
It slowly melts down, sizzling and popping before subsuming beneath the magma surface.
It was actually Ari's, but don't tell her. I had
Was that
lost
the-
my regular one a while
You're
back,
not-
and I took that from her backpack and just
Was
never
the-
told her.
Did I actually?
the plus
did
one
I ever
Makara?
actually have a short sword?
I don't know. I just
You
assume
did?
everything I steal
Plus
is
one
yours.
I was gonna say,
No.
yeah, I was gonna
I
say,
don't know.
I have an armory on me, but I don't think I have a short sword. Oh god.
Well, the Makaras are essentially short swords, unless I'm mistaken.
They're long swords.
Okay, I'm thinking of the Zyphos then. I apologize.
Yeah. Speaking of, I will set mine down and also unbuckle the and kind of unbuckle sheath, put sword in sheath, set down.
Okay.
If they choose to yell at me for my backpack, then I will, yes, make a mountain of. Although I have less weapons. Less weapons than before, because I threw half of my shit at them.
I'm just gonna be standing there with my shield and fine, and just drop the trident to my side.
Okay. So, is your intent to fully disarm or just drop the visible weapons? Because I know you guys have more weapons than that. I'm trying to get your intent here.
I will watch, because presumably, a lot of Euron's stuff is visible. So, she's going to find the closest lizard folk to her, and, look up and see, and, do they look upset that she just put down the sword? Try and gauge the response, and if there's a come on, then she'll start emptying everything else.
Okay, well, to try and ascertain that, knowing very little about them and at a distance, you're going to have to roll an insight check with disadvantage.
Fuck.
The rest of them are nowhere near you. You've cleared this immediate area. In fact, you would all probably have the feeling if you really wanted to bolt and try to run out, you could probably do it relatively unscathed. But at what cost? It's up to you. What'd you roll?
That was an 11 with disadvantage. So
11. Okay. They seem tense. They're not actively being aggressive or anything, kind of standing, waiting to see what happens. The ones that you can see up at the rim of the caldera, up to the left-hand side. They don't relax when you place those two things down, if that tells you anything.
then I will add the longsword, javelin, and spear that I have. That is, in fact, all I have left.
You got it.
And I'll add my shield for good measure, just in case.
Okay. So, all of you seemingly disarming, if not fully disarming. You notice them pretty quickly behind you, Ronachus, because you're up at the top. Coming from around the side, where you had turned invisible to kind of exfiltrate from that situation. The lizard folk shaman comes back out from the cave. You see the salamander, the fire elemental, sliver up onto the top shelf and walk behind. And then a few lizard folk come from that direction as well. Seem to be regular warriors and maybe one of their more tough ones. Some of them are a little bit bigger, the ones that ride the lizards. They're better armored, better shields. Light shields. And they begin to walk in that direction towards you. They have their weapons out and drawn, but they aren't like rushing to you to attack. Seems pretty obvious they're coming to apprehend you. You see this, nobody else sees this or probably even hears this from where they're at. Are you going to do anything about it?
So you're saying I would have to shout for them to hear me down below? Or would talking normally...
They're good 120 feet away. So you'd have to raise your voice. Whispering would not work. Talking normally probably wouldn't work. You could try it. But if they can hear you, the people walking towards you definitely hear you as well. They're easily within audible range.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna like do anything to like upset them. Maybe I will say out loud like, you wouldn't hit an old man, would you?
Okay. All right. So you're not gonna do anything. The warriors walk up in your direction. The large one overlooking the shaman, kind of hanging back, and they grab your arms, pull them relatively firmly, not too rough, behind your back, and kind of place your wrists together. With that, you feel this powerful heat around your wrists as a salamander summons a pair of fire manacles on your wrists behind your back. And with that, they sit you down. The leader of the warrior types with the spiked shield stands over you, casting a long shadow behind him. And the rest of them, the three regular warriors and the salamander, begin to walk their way down the stairs. You all would have heard Ronachus say that, and if you would have looked back, you would see what's happening as well. Are y'all going to allow yourselves to be apprehended or do something else?
Quick question.
Yeah.
So the area I am standing at, does there happen to be any, like, nice crevice or something that I could hide my backpack in?
Roll a d20 for a luck roll.
Oh, no. That's a natural 20!
There's a perfect bag-shaped crevice in the rock.
It's phenomenal. It really is. There is. It's about 3 feet tall, and it's more of a pointed crag, but the base of it is wide enough you feel like you could kind of shove the backpack in there without probably damaging the dragon egg and your other things within. This will require a sleight of hand check, though.
Okay.
Against a perception check.
dice giveth and taketh away. That's a natural 1.
Oh, well. If they get a natural 1, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's find out. No, that was a 19. Okay.
Yeah, no, mine was a 3. So.
Okay. As they're walking down, you look left to right, and you're like, loosen it up a bit. And as they turn away, you quickly dart to the side and go to shove it in, but it hangs up a bit, and you don't want to push too hard, so you try to gently maneuver it in. And by the time you get done and look back over, one of the lizard folk walking down is staring right at you. They're about halfway down now. If anybody else wants to try and do anything else before they get there.
Back on.
So you just pick it up and put it back on?
Yeah, and I like try to, because like I'm presumably like I was trying to like shrug it off my shoulders, sorta.
Okay.
I will mime like, you know, like, oh, like I pulled it down enough so like I could scratch my back on the rocks or something, and then all it's gone.
You got it. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, they make their way all the way down, and then one by one, take your weapons, take your backpacks off, search your pockets and all your pouches, the ones that they can remove. They basically strip you all the way down to your clothes, and they do leave your armor on, at least for now. And you are also similarly bound behind your back at the wrists with these fire manacles. As of right now, none of you have any equipment except your armor that you're wearing on your chest.
Did they search my backpack?
They're just carrying them right now.
Okay.
So, this veritable smorgasbord of items and weapons is in two of their hands as the salamander comes behind you and one of the regular lizardfolk warriors walks up ahead of you, rising up to where Ronachus is, and then they begin to lead you across the, let me do the math here, third highest level of the caldera. Walk around the eastern side all the way over to the wooden walkway. Ronachus, you come down and join them before they start heading in that direction. And the entire time, Mirtha is up there looking at you, lips shut, eyes wide. Jankor is looking at you, and you get a general sense of accomplishment and a little bit of smugness from him as his obese body kind of shakes and wobbles as he seems to chuckle to himself. Making your way all the way around. Let me move your token so you get an idea of where you're at on the map. Okay. They lead you across the wooden walkway one by one. I don't remember how I did this. I'm doing something different here. There we go. One by one into what appears to be a set of rudimentary jail cells. And walking you in, they put you behind these bamboo poled rooms. They're lashed together with this thick hemp rope. And as well as you all in there, there are the two other lizard folk that accompanied you on your journey up to the caldera, that made the back passageway journey with you, traveling with Mirtha. You're all lashed in. The salamander leaves those fire manacles on, and he exits. The kind of heavier set, more powerful warrior exits, and they have two regular lizard folk in there guarding you. Tokens here for you. Right there in the center of your room, they left and just kind of piled up all of your various weapons and equipment and armor. Really within arm's reach if your hands weren't bound behind your backs. And taking in your situation, looking around at each other. After a minute or two, you hear footsteps coming along the creaking wooden bridge to the left-hand side. Not the bridge you came in on, the other one. Getting a closer look now at King Jankor, you see he has He's very hefty, he's very heavy, almost to the point where it's difficult for him to walk. He has this leather strap over the right side of his chest, and he has this shining black staff, almost like a scepter. It's relatively simple except for its coloration and the fact that it looks like it twists and moves as he walks with it. This leather strap across his chest comes down to a large satchel. It has something in it, or some things in it. The flap is closed. Behind him, you see this large dog-sized brass dragon wormling. It skitters about on the floor and comes up and sniffs to each one of your cages and then goes around his feet almost like a puppy would and sits down. And as it sits down, you see it kind of yawn, and then it kind of belches and a puff of smoke comes out. He sits there looking at you all smugly, not saying anything, his giant headdress almost brushing the roof of this jail cell building. As he steps to the side, you hear the footsteps once more, that wooden walkway coming in. And in walks Mirtha, a similarly smug look on her face. Some heroes of the prophecy you are. I knew it could not be you, but Vitha did not listen. And so now, she has given me what I need to lead our people to glory. Jankor, take the two I came with. They cannot be allowed to escape. And with that, one of the guards comes over and pulls the other two lizard folk out and walks off with them. Mirtha looks left and looks right. Take their things to the Jankan. He will know what to do with them in the forge. The other lizard folk guard comes out, starts dragging most of your gear. Jankor grabs a couple of the bags and starts looking at them inside and looking. He seems to be pulling out the shiny stuff.
For the love of God, there's a gift for my son in there.
While all this is going on, I know like there's a lot of stuff going on.
Sure.
It still hasn't been an hour, correct? Since the begin? I say the beginning. Since the
You
fight
cast it
started.
You're talking about your arcane eye?
Yeah.
Okay, so I believe you casted that at the very top of the caldera, right?
I
I thought you did. I could be wrong. Or did you cast it at the bottom
I
at the first
cast it at
cave?
the bottom for the cave.
Okay. I would say no, it has not been an hour.
Okay. I'm assuming as we started to surrender, I started moving it to get it to where I am, and now that I know that such and such is going to be moving our weapons and stuff, I want the eye to follow him. Basically, I'm going to move it ever so slightly towards him.
Okay. Alright, now, two things. One, remind me if this arcane eye is visible to the naked eye or not.
It is not.
Okay.
It is invisible.
And number two, is there a limit on range and/or you have to be able to see where you're going as an individual or anything like that I need to know about?
A solid barrier will block it, but
Okay.
it can pass through an opening as small as 1 inch in diameter.
That's the only restriction?
Yeah, there is no limit to how far away it could be.
Okay.
And, yeah, it can move. It just can't switch another plane of existence.
Okay, you got it. So, Jenkor's going through your things. Euron, you speak up and he looks at you. Why yet, prisoner, you belong to the Firewalkers now. And soon, you will have nothing to complain about at all.
I belong to my wife, not you.
He ignores and starts walking out behind Mirtha. So, for the moment, since these guards are supposed to be guarding you, took all your equipment and started walking out the other walkway from whence you came in, you are relatively alone. after a minute or two, you do hear guttural shouting in that strange quasi-draconian tongue, and then the now familiar sound of something hitting the magma, and then a few seconds later, the same thing. So, what would y'all like to do?
Which direction is that stuff? I want to tell them, basically, if we're alone, I would like to tell them what I'm having the eye follow
Okay.
to see where our things are.
So, they go to a couple different places. Okay. Your weapons, equipment, things like that, the stuff that you were carrying, they head off, including your shields. Let me reveal these things for you because you have an arcane eye. Second. I have to remember what I'm clicking now because I'm using a different way to block these things off. I'm just going to go ahead and delete. And delete this one too. Okay. So, follow my pings on the map. They all come out of this other walkway off to your left, to the west. And they pass through this large, ancient tortoise shell that's being used as some type of peculiar room. It seems almost like a center of worship. Let me make sure I'm not missing any notes that you would see off the bat, because you arcane-eyed me, which is a good thing. There you are. Okay. All right. So, in this first chamber, the first tortoise shell chamber, you see two lizardfolk shamans. One is the one that you were doing battle with on the other side of the caldera, and there is another one. Standing upon a stone monument, there is a relatively recently erected bamboo and wooden depiction of Sidon, and this very much seems to be a rudimentary chamber of worship. All of your equipment leaves that room, and everybody else that was carrying it, and moves on across the second walkway to the sacrificial peak, and across that walkway into this room over here. This room seems to be more of a storage room than anything else. There are some woven baskets, and there's food stacked up on both sides of it. It doesn't seem to get much use, aside from that of being a storage area, and there's no one else in here as they walk through. Here, however, they split off. Vitha and Jankor go across the room and head towards this other wooden walkway headed towards the north. The normal lizardfolk tribesmen carrying all of your weapons, armor, things like that start to turn south across the other walkway. Arcane Eye can only go one direction. So, which way is it going? Jankor and Mirtha have your bags.
I'm following the leaders.
Okay. So they come to rest in this second massive tortoise chamber, and this is quite apparently a throne room. You see, let me see what else you see in here. This Lizard King's throne room. You see Jankor throws the bags down on the side, apparently having picked out whatever trinkets he likes, and he starts lounging on this massive stone and bamboo throne raised up on a platform. Mirtha is off to the side, whispering in his ear something, and they seem to be disagreeing, but you can't really tell who, if either of them, has more authority. The brass dragon wormling curls up at the base of the throne a little bit off to the right-hand side. And the salamander that you saw previously, or another one very similar to it, is across the room on this pad of burning embers and coals. Seems to be resting and kind of keeping watch.
All right then. So I share all that, and they they're the ones that had our stuff, right? Our
They
bags
have
and things?
they have your bags specifically.
Okay.
They would also have your spell books and everything else. If it was a spear, sword, shield, something that looked like a weapon or a magical weapon itself, it went to the forge room to the south.
Okay, so I'm gonna share that. That in the throne room as our bags of things, and then I'll let them know like the second building they split off left where the weapons went, and I'm looking at them right now. Also, these fire manacles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are they arcane in any way? Or are they like actual things just heated?
No, they are definitely formed of some type of arcane energy.
Would I be able to know what's like if it's a spell or if it's something that I could break?
Well, you haven't tried to physically break it. You can try to do that. It would seem like a spell since he summoned these things out of nowhere. Or, I mean, you weren't watching. You would have seen him do it to the other people. It seemed like he cast some type of incantation, and a mote of flame popped off of its body and whipped around and kind of coiled in on itself as a snake around the wrists, bit its own fiery tail, and then coalesced into this set of manacles.
Okay. If I do try to physically break them, I know I'll probably take some damage, but would that allow me to come up with a way to maybe, or figure out a way with my arcane knowledge to maybe break them?
You can give me an Arcana check to see if anything comes to mind. Interacting with them physically, if you do that, I will allow you to earn advantage on that roll. As in, if you try to break them and see what happens.
I'm not going to do that because I
Okay.
don't want to lose concentration.
Okay.
So I will do an Arcana check.
Okay.
That's actually a 20, not a 17.
Okay. They seem to be some type of fire-infused evocation and or abjuration magic. It's really peculiar. It's really, really elemental and exotic compared to the things that you have studied. That being said, the threads of the weave that are holding them together don't seem overly strong. It doesn't seem like it's very powerful magic, which is probably why he was able to use it on several people and hold on to it. So if you could find a way to dispel it, it should take very little effort. And you surmise correctly that if you try to break out of them physically, whether you break them or not, you would take fire damage as it burns your wrists. Breaking out of them physically would be much more difficult than breaking out of them via magic.
Well, I want to work on that. So, however long, I'm going to tell them, don't try to break out of it physically, but I want to try to take a minute to think on how to try to break out of these things.
Okay.
And I'm done if anyone else wants to talk.
So there's 2 guards in the room, right?
At this moment, no. While all this has transpired, there was a lot of exposition and clarification. Relatively little time has passed. Maybe 4 or 5 minutes has passed since they left the room with you all. Nobody has come back yet. As far as you know, you're alone with your party members.
And
you do know everything that you just heard, because I would have told you guys that I'm following them.
so, quick question, just remember, the bars are made of bamboo wound together with hemp rope. The walls are wood, Bamboo? Stone?
They're mostly made of this thick wood. There are some smaller pieces here, kind of patched with woven straw type leaves or bamboo. The structure that's actually holding it all together and up, like the beams and things, that's all bamboo, and hemp's kind of holding it all together.
All right. I have an idea. Our hands are behind our backs, right?
Correct.
I'm going to step over my hands to get them like in the front of me.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go up to my cage's door or something where I can like get a bit of a grip on like where the hemp would be, like connecting everything. And then I'm going to use my manacles to try kind of like sawing at the rope.
Okay. Now this is something I honestly do not know, and I'll take the group's vote here. Can a normal person, or is it common for people when their hands are bound behind their back, with their palms facing like to the back, be able to bend their body in a way to do that?
Well,
Give me like 2 seconds. I am exceedingly normal.
If they are limber enough and if they have the free range of motion, yes.
and
Typically, people are being controlled or sit in the back of a seat of a vehicle. But yes, I can do it.
and
it's hard.
I will back this one up with Cyanus has an 18 in dexterity. I would consider that
Dexterity
very good.
isn't necessarily the same
cannot
as
get my
acrobat. I mean,
arm-
flexibility.
I would
We'll
consider
see.
that very flexible.
Now, you could argue that they tied together his entire arm structure, like all of it, and then he wouldn't be able to do it. But
Yeah,
if it's just the wrist, then
It's
yeah.
the wrists. It's the
Yeah.
wrists, and
Yeah,
they're
these
crossed like
lizard
this.
dudes shibari'd my arms together.
This is what I will
don't
say.
know.
All right, this is what I will
I
say
just tried
first.
for fun. I can't
Yeah.
even get my arms like
Yeah.
under my butt.
Yeah, I know I can't. Okay, so
I can.
flexibility contortionism is not necessarily the same thing. I will grant you it's possible scientists can do it. Okay? I would say a normal person would roll a disadvantage because I think it's less rare than normal, but because of your high dex and your nature as a rogue, I will let you roll a straight roll.
Okay.
And we will call it a 15.
Okay, just straight
General
dexterity
dexterity check.
ability text.
Mm-hmm.
21.
Okay, so you're able to do it. In fact, you kind of hop and move your hands, your wrist beneath your feet real quick as your hooves slam down on the floor, and now these fire manacles are in front of you. And now that you can see them up close, it looks as almost they are this kind of small fire snake, and it's like swimming along this fiery path around both of your wrists.
Interesting. All right. Then I'm going to go up to the hemp rope on my cage and begin kind of sawing at the rope with the manacle.
Okay, so sawing action isn't really required here. You place them up against it, and you instantly see it start to smoke and burn as this arcane fire does damage the hemp rope. It'll
Okay.
take you... It won't take you long. It'll take you 10, 20 seconds per rope, and if you break out probably 6 of these, you'll be able to have a hole in the bamboo big enough to squeeze your body through.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. And
It'll take
then
about 1 minute total.
and if anyone else is able to like see me, if you guys want to try this, have at it.
If he could do it, I could do it.
Because yeah, like the faster we get out of here, the faster we can get our ship back and get the fuck out of here.
My body does not bend that way.
Oh, you just haven't been limbered enough.
If anybody else wants to try and get their hands in front of them, that dexterity check would be with disadvantage.
I'm just hoping they don't search my bag too thoroughly.
Alright, so is anybody else going to do anything, or are you all going to wait for Cyanus to do that?
Oh no, I'm
Is it-
doing it, buddy. We're doing
Is-
this.
The rope lashed at the top and bottom, or just at
Correct.
the top?
No, top and bottom.
I'm I'm just gonna shuffle over on my ass and lean against one at the bottom.
All right, what's the DC?
It's a 15. Did you roll a disadvantage?
Yes, I rolled an 11 with disadvantage. So yeah,
Okay.
I picked it up like, oh, I can do that, and I go to do it, and then I catch the back of my own feet, and like, yeah, boom.
Clearly, you haven't been limbered up enough.
Yeah, maybe the lady can fix that for you.
Yeah, why don't you come scoot on over here and fix that?
My bag.
Are we in the same cell?
You're not. You're all in
Well,
separate cells.
You and me are in cells like
you,
right next to each other.
Yeah, you are close to Euron. I'm sorry, Cyanus. You're right next to each other.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lean and like just start burning out like at the bottom.
Now I would say that if you want to, you can use them behind your back to try and do the same thing. Okay, it will take you longer because you have to focus where you're going. You can't really feel it, but you could do that. And I don't know if you guys could get the ones at the top. The ceiling's about 8 feet.
Yeah,
tall.
no, God, no. I'm just trying to push out enough, like, so that
Or you
they're
can,
like
like,
able
flex
to
it out.
swing, like,
Sure.
like a
Did you-
doggy flap. I'm making a doggy door.
Did you share that knowledge about the snake along the little?
Yeah. Like,
Path?
after like I start doing it, I'm imagining you guys like looking over. I'm like, well, look, it's a fire thing. They're the ropes.
So, do I need my spell book to cast cantrips?
No, you just have to satisfy all the components. You would need your component pouch if it had a material component.
It doesn't have.
Cantrips are
Okay.
no component.
Yeah. I want to try to use my necrotic middle finger to kill that arcane snake.
Okay, so there's a little bit of miscommunication there. I described these manacles as looking like a snake traveling along its own path. It's really more of a visual effect. It's not an actual entity.
But it's a pretty fun thing to do. He starts casting evil things at his manacles.
He can. You can very much do that. I just wanted to temper your expectations.
We're just looking at him like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? He's like, die!
Well,
I'm killing it!
I want to.
I'm just
Unless
imagining
I
like the
come with a-
binding here in the middle finger, just like trying to slide up and just go, whoop, but then
Yeah.
it just ends up like tugging. It's like
Well, that's going to be the first thing I try. Is I want to try to use the necrotic against it to see if it has any effect. The second thing I will try is the mage hand to see if it can pull the manacles off of me.
So, what kind of lock is this that's holding the cell? Holding us in our cells?
It's basically a wooden beam that kind of raises up and then goes over it, and
Okay,
then
so
they lash it with hemp rope to hold it in place.
Okay.
So when it's open, the bar kind of goes up to the side. They open the door, close it.
Okay,
And then
well,
they
I
lash
look
it.
over at Cyanus and I say, will you just let us the fuck out? And I cast knock, and his door becomes unbarred.
Okay, how are you casting knock? Is it just verbal and
It's
somatic?
verbal only.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
And what is this? It doesn't specify having to have a lock. It's basically any door, right?
It says here. I'll put it in.
Yeah. Thank
So
you.
yeah, it says anything that's held shut by a mundane lock that is stuck, barred, locked, it becomes unstuck, unlocked, unbarred.
Yep. Sure. Easy enough.
I mean, do you think it would work? I know, because it's kind of weird. 'cause
Yeah.
It's a thing. So it's like literally this thing would just like boop, fall off.
No. Yeah,
Almost.
that makes perfect. You do that, and the hemp rope kind of unfurls itself, floats for a second, and drops, and then the beam rises up. The door swings
yeah.
open a bit.
And I'm like, will you hurry up? Get me out of here.
I got you. Look,
So does any of my things work?
Okay, just for the record, some cantrips do have a material component. You'd have to check them, because I verified that.
Yeah, no, that doesn't
If it's verbal and somatic, your hands aren't bound. You can do somatic things.
Yep.
As long as they're simple finger gestures, and you
Yep.
can speak. So.
Yep,
Yeah.
all three. There's one more thing I try if those two have no effect.
Okay, so the necrotic finger does not have any effect.
All right, what about the mage hand trying to take the manacles off of, like, unwinding the arcane energy? Does that do anything?
Let me double check the text on Mage Hand.
What are you trying to do with the mage hand?
Mess
no.
with
The Mage
didn't
Hand
think
just Mage Hand goes to interact with it, and as it would make contact, you see this bit of fire kind of flame out, almost like an aura, and rebuff it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say it dispels it or anything like that, because it's kind of like a spectral object, but
All right.
it can't seem to interact with it.
I'll get rid of mage hand, and then I will try to use prestidigitation to snuff out the fire.
Okay, let me double check the text on prestidigitation, but I don't think it's gonna work either.
Snuff
Let's
out a
see.
candle, torch, or small campfire.
Yeah, it's not arcane.
It doesn't say it doesn't.
Not
It
magical
doesn't say it
light,
doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean, yeah, it's just
So
trying different things.
you're trying things. Unfortunately, these little things you can do don't seem to have effect. I'm sorry. I am.
So after my bar gets opened, then I just like quickly rush across and be like, okay, Lycus, I'm gonna open yours, and then you gotta help me get the rest of the keys out. All right, all right.
Hell yeah.
So all of this happened relatively quickly back to back because, game time, real time. Cyanus got 2 or 3 of these bottom ropes undone, and then Lycus cast Knock. So it's been right at 5 minutes here. All right, I need somebody to roll me a d20.
Not me.
I'll
I
do
rolled
it.
a nat
Sure.
20 and a nat 1. We're not taking that chance.
Here it is. That's an 8.
Okay. So Cyanus rushes over, undoes the hemp rope, raises Lycus's bar. Now what?
Then I'm gonna go over to Euron's and start getting her out.
Okay.
I tried to start getting other people out while doing this backwards because I can't successfully navigate my hands around my hooves.
Okay, so it is a little bit difficult for you, Cyanus, but I'll need a skill check from you because you're doing it forward. You, however, you can have the person you're talking to, we'll say it's Ronachus for fun, try and guide you.
Right.
So you'd have to make a dexterity check with disadvantage without guidance. If he's going to try and talk you through it, then it'd be a flat check, dexterity check to try and untie this rope behind your back, Lycus. It took you about 30 seconds to get Lycus's rope off, Cyanus. Who are you
Okay.
going to?
I'm going to Euron next.
Okay.
I've been working on trying to burn some of the bottom rungs on my wall, like the bottom ropes.
Okay, so in the way I was thinking of that in my head is it's going to take you twice as long because you can't see what you're doing.
Oh, fun.
So let me do a quick math in my head. 3 seconds, 1 minute. So by the time Cyanus is coming up to your gate, you would have all 3 of the ropes undone there. So you can either try and squeeze out or wait for him to undo your rope.
I'll try and squeeze out.
Okay. Unfortunately, a minute passes. Well, 30 seconds pass so far, Lycus. You haven't gotten his Ronachus is not undone yet.
Yeah. I'm trying, bud. I'm trying.
Okay, so you're waiting, or you're gonna try and squeeze out? You're on.
I'm gonna try and squeeze out.
Okay, give me an athletics check to try and push the bamboo out away.
As I'm doing this, I'm just being like, "We're killing her, right? That's what we're doing. We're killing her."
And you'd have to be prone and with your hands tied, but Cyanus could help you, so yeah, flat roll's fine.
That was an 11.
No, you can't push your way through. As you push one, the other one snaps back in. You're basically gonna have to wait for Cyanus to come out. Otherwise, we're just gonna be completely re-rolling things. Okay.
Has anything changed in the throne room?
By now, no, not yet. They're still talking.
Okay.
So, I need another d20 at this point.
You want me to go for broke again? Does someone want to take it?
No, redeem yourself, bud.
Redeem.
Redeem.
It was a good roll. Nothing happened. Shit.
Okay.
See,
All
this is the Ronachus I expect right here. This is it. We're good. I'm good now.
So give me another dexterity check, Lycus. Flat check, because you're still working on Ronachus' rope. By this point, Cyanus, you have unlashed and raised the beam on Euron's cell.
Okay.
You said flat check. Do you mean flat roll, or did you just want? What do you mean flat check?
No, it was a dexterity check. I'm saying flat as in normal, as in not disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, okay.
You can add your dexterity modifier to
I'd
that.
have been a 10.
Okay. Right. Didn't work this time. But we are here. So, Cyanus and Euron and Lycus are all free to move around. Ina and Ronachus is still in their cells. What are y'all doing?
Alright, help me get Ina out of here.
Not gonna be much help, but I'll try.
Do what you
Story
can.
of our adventure.
And I'll just like try and get to a spot and just again also. We are planning on killing Mirtha, right? That's the plan.
Oh yeah, no, she earned
Oh
it.
yeah. Yeah. This
Okay.
is part of the plan the whole time. My whole point of this was, let them all get us together and take us to whoever we need to kill. I'm great with that.
I'm,
Okay.
I'm not inside checking that. I know he's he's bullshitting. But yeah, I'll try and help.
All right.
I'll go try and help Lycus, maybe.
All right. Cool. Well, I will let, since you're both working on it, I will let your dexterity check be with advantage, Lycus. Still gonna take you about 30 seconds to get this rope undone, Cyanus. Because Lycus is trying to see if he can do it at all. Or Euron and Cyanus can each roll one dexterity check. I don't care.
Damn, okay,
I'm-
Lycus.
And I'm gonna need one more d20.
I have a question now.
20.
I know. I mean, obviously the d20 is going to be rolled again, but now that I've like tried all these different things on my things, would I think a magic missile directed at the manacles would break it?
Do you need to be able to see your target for a magic missile? That was something I wasn't asking before because I knew they wouldn't work.
See within range.
Yeah, you can't see these.
I can't see the manacles.
They're behind you.
Well, not mine.
Oh,
Oh,
you can
mine?
you can see everybody else's, sure.
You ain't shooting shit at mine.
I will if you want. I'm willing to take a hit.
Oh, you'll take a hit. He is gonna hit you with all three of them.
So no, I can choose all three of you
Ah, hell you
And-
will.
and break everyone's thing at once. I can like manipulate a fireball. You don't think I can control a magic missile?
Oh god. Okay.
Is anyone
Don't
else?
for- and don't forget, there's 4, because Ina's still there.
I know.
Okay.
Of course, Ina's always here.
If you leave mine alone, I might be able to like use my manacles as like a bit of a makeshift weapon right now. So I'm good with mine.
Oh, that's
Get me
wicked.
out. Get me out.
Yeah, screw it. I'll just hold them up like, please don't hit me, please don't hit me, please don't hit me.
I'm just I'm gonna
Man.
shift and like because they're behind my back. I'm just gonna like try and extend them out as far from my body as I can.
All right,
Okay.
I'm also gonna. I'm not gonna aim at myself, obviously, but if he wants to keep his, I'm gonna leave Cyanus alone, and I'm gonna aim for, Ina, Lycus, and Euron, and I want them to like. I'm gonna tell them to get together.
Okay.
That actually kind of works because I don't have to burn a second level spell for 4 people.
If you want them to get together, you're gonna have to wait for Ina to be undone. So I'm gonna need one more d20. As y'all are freeing Ronachus and Ina, I need one more d20 check. So you can either do it while Ina's still in the
Cyanus
cage.
rolled one.
Yeah, I rolled 1 and
You
I
don't need a
rolled
dexterity check because you can see what you're doing.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I rolled a 20.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. Track it. So it was
I-
2?
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. Alright. So, to get your lashes undone, your cages come free. And now those 3 are in the center of the room waiting for you, Ronachus.
All right. I want to cast I want to cast it.
Okay, magic missile at first level.
First level, aiming at each of their manacles.
Okay, you got it.
Ow.
So I need you to roll damage.
For all of them?
Yeah, the manacles have health. Even inanimate objects have health.
Hold on. I'm gonna allow you to do this, but we're gonna have some fun with it. The spell targets a creature. I'll allow you to target this magical object, for lack of a better term. But I need you to make a spell attack roll for each dart. So a d20 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Okay. All right. Spellcasting modifier is.
Your intelligence modifier, which is pretty damn high.
Yeah, it's +5. All right.
Yep.
So for each dart.
For each dart.
Seven. That's cool.
Okay. You pick who that was, which manacles that was at.
Ah, damn it. Ina.
Okay.
Lycus. Jesus. Come on, man.
A 7,
Really?
a 7,
Right
a natural
now.
1.
Well, it's unusual because you don't have magic missile. The whole point of it is it never misses your target. So
Yeah, it is
it would
unusual.
be ideal that it.
Hey, look,
Yeah,
there's
natural
20.
20. You're on.
Fuck you guys, but mine are good.
That's so great.
And additionally, it's unusual because it's not auto hit because it's not a creature, so that's why I'm giving him a chance. Okay, so you don't hit your friends, but the first magic missile passes barely through since it doesn't have its normal seeking ability, and you aren't quite sure how to effectively target an object with it, channeling the energy in that fashion. It takes you 3 tries to actually get a hit on Euron's manacles. I need you to roll damage for that 1 dart, 1d4 plus 1, I think, if you're casting at first level.
Three damage.
Okay, yeah, so it's always be 1d4 plus 1. What am I saying? Alright, so roll dice here. Okay, so this last dart slams into the manacles, and you see this this rapid mixture of the blue light from the magic missile and the red light from these fiery manacles. They kind of merge as it gets absorbed by the manacles, and then this ring around both of her wrists starts to glow, alternating blue and red and blue or red, the blue eventually overtaking it, and then it bursts and dissipates an arcane energy around him that causes fire damage to Euron's wrists, but it's only 4 fire damage.
4?
4.
Ow. But... Thank you.
Okay. So, Euron's wrists are completely free. Cyanus has his in front of him. The other 3 of you have your hands manacled.
I'm gonna
Now
go
what?
stand guard now that my hands are free.
Okay, give me your perception check.
I don't see shit.
Roll the
That's
4.
a natural. Natural 1, so 4.
You got it. You do feel distracted by your burning wrists, and the fury from Mirtha's betrayal. But you're looking out.
I'm gonna talk to Lycus. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Lycus. You want free?
Yeah, live free, die free.
Cyanus, this is your last chance.
Nah, I'm good.
Alright. I'm gonna try again.
Well, why don't we just have her try
Guys,
her?
I'm gonna try choking the shit out of someone with these.
Why don't we just try to see if we can have her cut through it with her? Oh wait, that's right. She don't have her magic equipment anymore. Yeah. All right. Let's go.
Okay.
Go ahead.
These are the only. I'm going to tap my head and just be like, these are the only weapon, like, not my actual head, but like the snakes. Like, this is the only weapon I have right now.
I will use my last level 1 spell.
Oh god. Oh.
And that's a 20. Aimed at
Okay,
Lycus.
So that dart hits. So I have to aim at Ina's.
Am I rolling damage?
If you're trying to free Ina's, yeah, you can roll damage and then roll the other attack. That's fine.
Okay.
It's at this point I realized, oh wait, I could have broken these myself.
2. That's 2 damage. I'm gonna roll for Ina. That's a nat 20.
Nat 20.
God,
Okay.
dude.
So
Hell yeah.
Lycus's manacles burst in the same way. You're going to take 5 fire damage from yours, Lycus. With the natural 20, I will say that in combination with your spell shaping ability, it allowed you to control that burn when the Ina's manacles exploded, and she didn't take any damage.
Cool.
Okay, so now you, Ronachus, and Cyanus are the only ones that have your hands bound, and yours are behind your back. I need another d20.
If you want, I'll try rolling it.
I was gonna say it's Ari's turn.
Okay. Not 1, not 2. 1.
Anything happen in the thingamajig in the throne room?
By this point, the conversation has ceased, and Mirtha has left along. Well, she is walking out if you choose to follow with the arcane eye. This would have happened a little while ago, though. Mirtha left and walked down to the south on the wooden platform, back in the room where they split off earlier. And she seems to be either headed in y'all's direction or to the forge in the south.
I would have made the choice if the king was not doing anything and they were having that conversation for a long time, I can't hear anything, and the king is still just lounging, I would have followed her.
Okay. Give you that information real quick.
And I rolled a 12 for d20.
Okay. Where's this? Right here. Alright. She walks on that other southerly wooden platform, and it comes to rest on a little bit of a ledge on the side of the caldera. There in front of the ledge, you see a pretty large opening, about 14-15 feet tall, about 8 feet wide. Following her within, you see a modest forge has been built into one side of this cave. It is actually very cool in here compared to the rest of the fort. You can tell because as Mirtha walks in, her breath immediately starts to show in front of her face as she crosses the room. To the other resident of this cave, a 9-foot tall cyclopean figure sitting at a stone table in the center of the room. This individual has a long white beard, a single eye, and a very large, ornately carved black helmet with these sharp fashioned horns. The rest of his armor is the same. It seems to be made of black glass or highly polished metal or obsidian or something of that nature. On each hand, you see him manipulating some mechanical trinket. It's hard to tell from this distance, but you do see quite clearly that each hand has 10 fingers, and they are deftly maneuvering around this device. There are other clockwork animals in little niches around the edges of this cave, each with their own little spot. She walks over to him. He abruptly looks up from what he's doing, and you can tell he seems a little bit consternated by being interrupted. She says a few words to him. She points at the magical items. He looks back at her and looks back at them. You get the sense that he's kind of blowing her off, and she frustratedly turns around and starts to leave the cave again. And that would be right about where You break away to cast Magic Missile at Ina and Lycus.
Okay. Okay. So I give them that. I also want to tell them that the Cyclopean figure does not. He looks scary, but he doesn't look, in my perceived thought, he doesn't look hostile. Generally. But yeah.
So, quick question, just an assessment of Mirtha. Was she like elderly at all? I'm basically trying to ask how easily, based on just her perception of like how she looks, how easily could I kick her ass, just like hand to hand?
She seems pretty vigorous and healthy. She also has an air of assuredness about herself, as though she feels powerful.
Okay, so I have
to... she's a shaman, so...
Okay, so Sparta kicking her into the lava is the way to go. Okay.
I agree with that decision.
I was initially imagining like Achilles into the river Styx.
So this
sort of
is
style, but
this is not the mother, this is the sister. Or this is the mother, not the... I'm confused.
This is not the mother. This is, I think they are related. I don't remember how, but they are related.
Okay, so quick refresher on that, because your characters will remember this. Everyone in the tribe of the tree spirits called Vitha mother. It was a term of affection, and also kind of an honorific. Vitha called Mirtha sister, again, kind of as a term of affection, honorific. Vitha had a legitimate biological son, which was the one that was sacrificed at the feast in your honor. And Vitha also had some other sons. But these two are not blood family. They're family in the sense of the tribe, the greater community, etc.
Okay, so she's shaman, not... Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
She is the chief shaman and the advisor to Queen Vitha of the tree spirits.
Got it. Sorry. Proceed.
Okay. It's okay. We had a week off.
Crack my knuckles.
I will say, so y'all, a little bit of metagame knowledge to help you understand. For every 30 seconds to a minute that y'all spend in this room, there is a cumulative increasing chance these lizardfolk guards will come back. That's what you've been rolling for. And your characters would get the sense that you're kind of pushing your time. So I'm explaining the mechanics behind that. So y'all can talk for a little bit longer, and then we're going to roll again. And if you don't leave, we're going to keep doing that. And we're also going to do that every time y'all walk into a room to see what you come up with, or what you come across.
So we definitely need to get all of our shit back. We need to go down into that one room.
Yeah, we need to go through the praying vigil thing, and then
And there were 2 shaman in there, just as a reminder. When your eye passed through.
How about we go under? Let's see if we can't go under.
And then just like climb up the cliff at the entrance for that one room.
Yes, maybe. Just
speed is of the essence, I think.
Oh yeah.
Where's the egg at this point? Do we remember what happened to the egg?
The egg's
Still in the
in my
bag.
bag.
In the throne
In
room.
the throne room.
All
With
right,
the king and that baby.
good.
And the baby dragon.
Y'all talk for a second.
Alright.
Yep. So
But yeah, what I'm thinking is if I can kind of look around the corner, see if there's anyone in there with their back to me, I can like run up on them, put my manacles around their neck, and then just like kind of hold them hostage. Like, hey, give us our shit back, and we won't toss this dude into the lava.
Depending on who we do that to. it might not work.
Well, remember, there's
Then-
no doors. So, like, as we get through towards something, there's no door to, like, open. It would be to either sneak by or just book it past or ambush or something. I have a few different things I could do verbally, but I'm pretty much done.
I've literally all I have are my fists and my little darlings. Both of those require me to be very close to somebody.
But yeah, all right. So at least on the map, what I'm planning is like standing like right around here-ish, just like peering in, running in, grabbing someone.
Oh, so like going up the cave walls,
Basically.
the caldera walls, go along the edge, and then like drop down sort of into the forge. Is that what you're thinking?
Or if we, let me get my pencil out right quick. If we almost go like out this way, and then just like climb up right here, and then I stop right here. That's my idea.
That's if that goes that way. Because we don't know if that's up or down, that door.
Oh, we need to pick an option.
We need our shit.
Yeah. Ideally, you need to go.
I mean, well, if the southern cave has our weapons, which is a good start.
I just want my shit.
Define your shit. All of it?
I want that
yeah,
egg.
We want
I want my
everything.
stuff. Oh, hell yeah. I want all my stuff, and I want that egg. Absolutely. And I will happily turn you into an ape to get it.
Wait, me? Who are you turning?
You! If
Yeah,
you want.
it has. It is your turn, I guess.
I mean, I've been pulling. I went was the bird thing. But
Yeah, you've been a bird.
yeah, Ronachus, how are you? You're pretty tapped out, right?
Without my spell book, yeah. But I'm just saying, let's get moving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'd like to move towards the north door and kind of try and peek out from the edge and see if there's anybody walking over.
Okay. From the northern walkway, you do see several lizard folk. They're a good distance away. The closest one's probably about 80 feet or so, and then further away, all the way up by the stairwell that you walked down to get in, the hidden stairwell, there's another one looking out. And he seems to be scanning the secret entranceway that y'all walked in on. He's not looking at anything. The one on this side wall, the eastern wall, is looking out over the caldera, kind of keeping an eye on the entire walkway across the caldera. Not looking directly at you right now.
They're not
That-
looking. We
yeah.
need to go. We need to go fast.
Alright. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Alright.
And I would like
you-
to.
You all clamber across that wooden walkway. It's sinking and creaking with the ropes as you make your way across. You come around to that ledge. Now, this ledge you're on goes underneath the room you were in, because the walkway kind of sloped down a bit. It goes underneath the room you were in. Now, if you're trying to try and climb up one of those ledges, you need to make an athletics check. I don't know how Ronachus is going to do that with his hands behind his back.
Oh, we could have probably helped him by now, huh? You don't think?
Helped him what?
Get him around the front. Like, okay, push the leg, push the leg, push the leg, push the
If
leg.
he wants to try, I'll let him roll with advantage. He never tried.
Do you want to try?
Now that we're in front of everyone, I'll give it one shot. After that, I'm not gonna try again.
Dexterity check with advantage.
It's control, right?
That's disadvantage. Alt for advantage.
Correct.
Ooh.
11.
No dice.
Then we'll, when we need, if we
Does
need
it
to hold.
look like it? Well, sorry. Does it look like we can get to the armory from this little pathway to our right? Like get
That's not a pathway. That's a cave entrance. It's not a pathway. I told you I'll be careful about the map.
Yep.
If there's a cutout like that, it's a cave entrance.
Yeah, it's basically we'd be going here,
And then we have
under
to
there
make
to here.
3
Go.
climbs to make it up
Correct.
there.
That is correct. The only way to get
How
there without
much do you
climbing
weigh?
is to go on the walkways.
How much do you weigh? I'm not holding anything. I have carrying capacity. How much do you weigh?
Now, I would say because of the heights of everybody involved and their reach, your best bet would be Euron or Aina on the top or the bottom, because it's about a 20-foot ledge. They're all going to be 10 to 20 feet, closer to the 15 to 20 range. I was saying 10 to keep movement distances easier. So Aina and Euron being on either side would probably be easiest. You get the most height from probably standing on Aina's shoulders, if Aina would allow somebody to climb up on her like that. Lycus.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's go. How's Mietha?
All right. Well, are you still following her? 'Cause she walked out of that cave.
Yep.
Okay. She headed back into the throne room, and then she went out that northern walkway, across that massive bone structure bridge, and she is talking to a couple of guards, a salamander and a shaman, at the main entrance across the bridge right now.
All right. Cool.
All right. So, athletics check to climb, except for you, Ronachus, because you're going to get hauled up.
13.
And
20.
nice.
Like a champ.
Can you roll for Aina, Lycus, or do I need to do that?
Yeah, no. Oh, can I roll with her stats? No. But I can.
In Foundry, you can't get her character sheet? I thought I made you own her. See if you can do that. Or by clicking on her token.
I think it's
one or the other.
under player characters. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm sorry, you did.
Okay.
What was it? Athletics?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, she gets a +6. Yeah, 20. Gotcha.
So do I. I just rolled like shit.
Alright. Well, I mean, Sinus with his -1 rolled like shit.
Dice-wise, he rolled higher than me.
Alright. So, everybody except Sinus can make it in this first go. That's a good thing. Euron, Lycus can get up. Euron can get up. Ronachus, you climb up on Aina's back awkwardly with the assistance of Cyanus, and then get up on Aina's shoulders with Aina's assistance. Holds your feet. Euron reaches down, stretching, grabs on the shoulders, and you kind of kick against the wall as she's pulling you up. So you make it up. Aina climbs up. Or if Aina wants to help Cyanus, you can roll your athletics again because it's with advantage.
Absolutely, she's gonna do so.
Okay.
She a hauling son of a bitch. Except for fatties, apparently.
Okay, so
15.
yeah, that was. I mean, that's fine. We'll say that you can help Paul because either of you could have rolled for that. All right, so you'll get up on the first ledge. So you're now 1 level up. You have 2 more climbs to go. Are you staying over here by that building you were in? Or are you gonna move around to your goal area?
Is that? Let me get my. Again.
Is there more cover where we're at? Like, are we more seen here, or would we be more seen crossing around?
You'd have the most cover trying to climb up underneath that building and getting as high as you can.
And then darting over where we need to go.
Correct.
Then I'd say we'd do that.
Now you're gonna have one final climb near the cave mouth, regardless.
Right.
So everybody, before we go any further and I forget, give me a stealth check with advantage because of the cover from the building, and then we'll do more athletics checks.
Phew. 19.
21 for stealth.
21 for me, 5 for Aina.
19
That's
for
on
me.
brand.
12 for me.
That's on brand.
Okay.
Hey, we got some high ones. That gets up there for average, I think.
And remember when we're doing all these checks and everything, Make sure that none of it is tied to bonuses for your equipment because you don't have those right now. I would still say that, Ronachus, you still have the floating eye because they never attempted to take that from you because it's not really on your person. Other than that, though, they took all your stuff except for your clothes. Okay. So, you climb up on the second one in much the same fashion. Go ahead and give me athletics checks.
Thank you.
And we're going to assume the same thing happens, so Cyanus, roll with advantage.
I'm on fire tonight, poor Ina.
7 with advantage. Because at first I rolled a 2, and then I rolled an 8.
Jesus.
Hey, dude, like, strength is the one thing I'm bad at.
Alright, so this is quickly climbing. Now, because Cyanus wasn't able to get up, even with Ina's assistance, y'all go ahead and roll me a d20.
She just hauls a rope around his ass and then takes off. He's gonna get up eventually. He may not make it all in one piece.
Exactly. It's just gonna take more time, which is why y'all roll on d20.
Oh. Who hasn't rolled? Lycus hasn't rolled the d20, I think. Have you? Did you?
Nope. Yeah.
Jesus. All right. So.
These are just super inattentive guards, eh?
That, and apparently they haven't done much else as far as wanting to come back and check on y'all. They must be off taking a nap or something. All right, so Cyanus does get up. So now you're on the second ledge. Y'all are all, let's see, here. Y'all are up here by where Euron is, except underneath the building.
All right.
Now this one you can take all the way around and creep around to just beneath the final ledge, which leads up to the cave mouth.
So, like, over here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Correct. I need to make another perception check for the people out there. And Mirtha is finishing up looks like she's finishing up talking with the salamander and the guards at the gate. And she is walking back along the bone bridge at this point, Ronachus, as you're creeping up to this ledge.
Okay.
All right, so trying to quickly clamber up, athletics checks. Cyanus with advantage.
Yes, there's one. Sweet. Come on, baby, let's go.
Oh, shit. It was a stealth check, not that one.
-1 instead of +10. And that was with disadvantage too, so.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. So what'd you get?
16 with advantage.
Okay, good.
Euron got 24.
Okay, Ronachus?
I'm being carried. I don't
That's
need
right,
to
I'm sorry. Lycus and Ina.
Luckily, because having an athletics check with arms behind my back and a -1, I think that's like a disadvantage.
It'd be worse than disadvantage.
Yeah, that'd be like disadvantage -5.
Lycus, can I have an athletics check for you and Ina?
Oh, I thought I did it again. I don't know.
Hey,
Okay, Ina.
Ina, down.
I will let Ina's natural 20 compensate for Lycus failing this time.
Aw,
That's it- that
thank
seems
you,
fair.
Joey.
That seems fair.
Like,
We
just
love you.
grabbed onto her back on the way up.
Alright, the dice have been working against you, and so far, nothing seems to have happened.
Oh, thank God.
You clamber up onto the ledge, looking left and looking right. This ledge is relatively narrow compared to the rest of them, and you're most of the way up the side of the caldera. There's a dark cave in front of you, lit dimly within by an orange flame. You hear, a little bit of a distance away, the sound of a wooden walkway creaking, coming in your direction. So you all dart into the dark cave mouth and off to the side. Just as a reminder for this, what you see in here, there's a modest forge built into the side of the cave. This black armor-wearing cyclopean giant with 10 fingers on each hand, and his feet look extra wide as well, as though he has 10 toes as well. As he's tinkering with this toy, you see, I didn't describe this to you earlier, Ronachus, my apologies. You see he has this device attached to his head and it's almost like a monocle, except there are 3 different colored lenses that individually move up and down as he is working on this thing. Well, right now he's using the blue one, I can tell you that much. Within the forge, as it flares up, as he's heating some type of metallic object in there, you do see 2 of those small, fiery snake-like creatures. Not the ones on your manacles, but the ones that you engaged with when you were fighting the salamanders over the dragon egg nest. You creep in. Let me see if he notices you creep in. Second.
Oh, for the record, I'm so tense. Oh my god.
Okay. So you creep in, darting out of the way, as you see Mirtha from the walkway walk into that single solitary room as though she's going back towards where your jail cells are. She passes in front of the opening in the doorway, and then you hear her stop. And then you see her walk back the other way. You hear her walk across the wooden bridge to the north, headed back towards the throne room. You're here in the mouth of this cave. Nobody seems to notice you're there. You're staring at the back of this massive figure in front of this stone table, tinkering with a mechanical device. Your weapons are off to the side of the forge, about 20-30 feet ahead of you. You could theoretically pass behind this giant's back, as his back is turned away from them, if you're stealthy and quiet enough. But we're going to find out what you do after we take a break. So, next time on Dragon Ball Z, we're going to take a break, bio break, stretch, all that good stuff. We'll see y'all back here in 5-10 minutes where we can finish up tonight's session and see what these guys end up doing. See y'all then. Alright, so you're here in this relatively cooler, you're at the border of this strangely cool zone at the mouth of the cave. I already described the scene to you. I will add, however, by this point, Ronachus, Mirtha has made her way back into the throne room, and she spoke a bit with Jankor. Jankor was not amused. They went back and forth a little bit, and he even rose up at one point in frustration, and she stepped up onto the raised portion of his throne to meet him eye to eye, and there was a long second with no talking, and he sat back down and said something to the salamander across the room. She went over to the bags and started digging in them, and she found the one with the dragon egg and picked it up and started walking back towards the south. Okay, so what are y'all gonna do?
I'm gonna look at Cyanus and look at him, look over the swords, look at him, look at the swords.
I mean, I can try.
I'm gonna do Mage Hand and try to get a loose one.
Okay, so you're gonna mage hand over and try to grab one of the weapons.
Are you trying to play pickup sticks with our fucking weapons?
I mean, do you want a weapon or do you not want a weapon?
I'm gonna hold you for a second there, and I'll be like, hey, can you reach into the pocket of that pouch right there? Or I'm sorry, can you reach? Can you get the pouch?
How quiet are you?
I'm whispering in his fucking ear. Can you get the pouch out of that backpack, like the side of that backpack?
Yeah, sure.
With his mage hand.
Oh. Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, grab that for me. Just get it right there. It's open flap. Just grab that pouch out of there.
All right, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. So the mage hand goes into the pouch.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm trying to make it inconspicuous, so meaning it won't like fly in front of the Cyclops' like field of vision.
No, I appreciate the clarification. I do my best to assume that your characters aren't suicidal. You know, or would do anything, obviously. If you're trying to be stealthy, I'm not going to assume you're going to announce your presence. Try to.
Shatter.
Okay. Yeah. So, let me double check something. You know, let me just go ahead and open this up on the map, please. Y'all are all kind of crammed together in the opening of this cave mouth. Jenkin, y'all are a little bit further away than this, but it's a map. You're not like right on his back, Lycus. And then you see the two fire snakes over him. And then over here in this corner is where you see your weapons. He is currently facing away from you. Well, kind of more to the side. I'm going to put him right here, kind of on the table. That's probably about where you're at.
Why does he look like fucking Thor?
Yeah, I was about to say
I
something
mean,
like that.
straight up, this guy looks like Thor. Are we fighting Thor?
Is he actually Cyclops?
This is... Dude,
Or is he just-
Odin the One Eye.
I think you guys are paying a little too much attention to the token.
Guys, we're gonna die.
So, Lycus,
No, I
this
got
this pearl of power. This was with your bag, right?
Yep.
Okay, your bag is in the throne room. This is just the weapons and the shields that came in here. All of your bags are in the throne room.
in the room. I'll be back. I turn around.
Oh
Okay.
shit!
Which one was the throne room again? That was Turtle Shell.
That's the one. That's the one. Mirtha is coming out with a dragon
So,
egg that I told
yeah,
That's to the north, right?
you. Yeah.
that is.
It's
it
the
is to the
turtle
north.
shell on the left.
You
Yeah,
know
that's
it's
this one.
you know it's to the north. That's pretty much all you know because everything else has just been word of mouth from Ronachus.
But this is all below us, right? Like this is or this is all. I step down. I'm under the buildings.
If you climb down those ledges, you can get underneath the buildings. Right now, you're actually raised up a little bit above them. The wooden walkway in front of you descends down into that first structure. And there are several ledges below you.
I'm gonna go over here and kind of just. I want to peek and like, okay, someone coming, because obviously we're gonna be in line of sight.
Yeah.
Up here. So I'm gonna just keep an eye on the rear.
Okay, you would know that Ronachus told you Mirtha was coming back in that direction.
Like right now. Okay, then we need
Pretty-
to fucking. Then we need to
You,
hide.
you haven't seen her pass yet. Well, you want to watch out and wait for her to pass? Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, would it be prudent to say I could kind of hide to the side here and just kind of?
Sure. I will give you this information. As you step on that wooden bridge, the ropes sway, it creaks. With her coming by at any point, you can try to roll a stealth check to sneak up, or you can wait for her to pass through the room
Yeah, I'll
and
just
then
prefer
proceed
to
across
pass.
the room. Then
Okay.
proceed across the bridge.
Yeah, I'll just wait.
Okay.
No point risking it.
Okay. She's going to pass by in 10 to 15 seconds. I just
Yeah.
want to know exactly what your intent is, because this is a careful situation.
Very.
Okay. Alright. So, while Lycus turns around to watch for Mirtha passing by, are any of you doing anything in the meantime?
Well, I'm still
Um,
going to grab stuff with the mage hand.
Hey,
Yeah,
you can grab...
I'm gonna
You can-
try grabbing some stuff too.
Okay, so you're going to try and sneak over, while Ronachus is sending his mage hand forward to grab something, yes? Okay. Alright, so you can grab one item, Ronachus. What item are you targeting? Sword, it's some type of weapon, or a shield.
I
pretty-
will.
I think a shield would be too heavy. I'm not sure. No, shields might not be. 10 pounds.
Shield might be 10 pounds, I would think. If I can see the axe, I would grab that thing.
The Axe of Xander?
Yeah. that too heavy? I don't think that would be too heavy. That might be 10 pounds, maybe.
D&D 5e is 12 pounds.
Damn it. All right. Well, I can't grab that. I will grab the fancy shield that that Euron uses.
I just use a normal shield.
Yeah.
Oh.
The
Okay.
fancy shield is Cyanus's.
Either shield is 6 pounds.
Well, Cyanus is going over there. He's probably going to grab his own stuff.
Okay.
Do I see the Makara over there or whatever? Euron, what do you use?
A Makara.
The
Yeah.
longsword.
Grab the Makara.
Okay. You can do that easily enough. And Cyanus, as Lycus turns around, you hug the wall and quietly creep through what little shadow there is, and you do make it over to the pile successfully. He's about 10 feet away from you, and these fire snakes seem to be intently focused on keeping the forge going, and they're also kind of throwing little fireballs at each other playfully. They don't seem to notice you either. Mage Hand comes forward with you, grabs the shield, and slowly starts lifting it up in the air. I'm
Makara.
sorry, the Makara starts lifting it up in the air towards Euron. About this point, Lycus, you do see Mirtha pass. She is laser focused, headed to the east, the direction of y'all's jail cells, and also that chamber of worship with the two shamans. She passes through, so you can start proceeding across right now. I will need a stealth check from you. Give me disadvantage, and then give me both numbers. Disadvantage is for when you're on the wooden walkway with the creaking and the swaying.
You made it.
6 and a 16.
Okay. Alright. So you see her come out the other wooden walkway, cross over that sacrificial peak and start going, and that's when you make your move into the room. So you are now in that room. You can see down both walkways. The one headed to the north in the throne room, you don't see anybody immediately because of your perspective. Alright. Cyanus, you're in the corner over here. Really, really close to everybody. What are you doing?
First off, I'm gonna pick up my shield, put it on my back, along with my spear, and then I'm gonna try picking up at least Ina's axe.
Okay. You can pick it up. It's not too heavy for you to pick up. It's unwieldy since you have your spear in one hand and the axe in the other. It's pretty heavy on that one hand to move around, but you can do it.
Alright.
While you're there, because your proximity, I need a stealth check.
Yep.
By now, Science has been picking these things up. You have your Makara back, Euron.
29.
Okay.
I'm so tense. Oh my god.
As you pick up the axe of Xander and you start to, I'm assuming you're going to turn and start walking back, Science?
Yeah, at least to bring that stuff back.
You turn and start walking back, and then you hear a loud boom as this massive fist slams on the table. Confound this stupid thing. Why won't you work? Seems to be getting frustrated with his device. Lycus, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go check and see what's in this turtle shell.
Alright. Need a couple of perception rolls from people in there. Ronachus did describe to you that the king was in there, the brass dragon wormling was in there, and also the salamander was in there.
Yeah, I just kind of want to see if they're still around. Like, I mean, I'm gonna be like, you know, listening. Are they still there? Or did they leave with her? Like, did they go the other direction, kind of thing?
Sure. Let me...
How big of a wormling are we talking?
It's about the size of a large dog.
Okay.
Because you saw it pretty obviously. Okay. So...
And what color was it, you said?
Brass.
Okay.
It was a metallic brass dragon. So, you slowly creep across the wooden walkway, eyes and ears alert. You do creak a little bit, but you're pretty good at keeping it maintained. You hear, about halfway across the bridge, you hear the king talking in that strange dialect of Draconic. It doesn't make much sense. He's talking to himself. He's kind of cursing at Mirtha. You can pick up that much, but what exactly he's saying, you're not sure. You hear a slight snoring sound, and from the pitch, it sounds kind of similar to the sounds a Brass Dragon Wormling was making. You remember him talking about a salamander. You don't hear anything from a salamander in there. You want to go to the opening?
Yeah, I'm gonna go a little closer.
Okay. You do see
And
on
I'm
the
gonna walk slowly. Like, I'm not trying to rush this. I'm gonna walk slowly, you know.
Sure. You see that the Brass Dragon Wormling is asleep at the feet at the base of the throne, and on it, Jankor is lounged, kind of cocked off with his back kind of towards you. He's looking kind of in a diagonal across the room, except he's more eyes are up as he's muttering to himself frustratedly. The salamander is over on the right-hand side, the very furthest right-hand side of this turtle shell, 25-ish feet away on that bed of coals, and it seems to be focusing on his trident-like weapon, kind of reforging it, heating it, cooling it, preparing it as you saw them doing earlier in this adventure.
Okay, and where's our equipment at?
Your bags are directly next to the throne,
Oh,
a
God.
couple of feet from him. You'd be about a foot from the Brass Dragon Wormling's tail, and if you could probably reach up and touch the king's head.
Okay, I'm gonna take a second and think about this, if that's okay.
Yeah, it certainly is okay. Let me put these things on the map for you so you can see the individuals in question. While I'm doing that, Linus, you were starting to creep back.
Yep. Yes, I was.
So, outside of that outburst that this Cyclops made, the Fire Snakes kind of looked at him and then quickly went back to what they were doing, relatively unscathed. They don't seem to be paying much attention. Maybe it's a regular thing. You have those things, you creep back over unannounced, you hand them off. Now what are y'all doing?
I'm gonna creep back over and try grabbing the rest of the stuff.
What all else would be there?
Euron's shield, Cyanus' daggers, a silvered spear, a regular
arrow.
spear,
Oh
bow and
yeah.
arrow, Ines bow and
Nice
arrow,
bow.
a javelin, and a regular longsword.
Okay. Well, you can grab your daggers and put them away.
Yeah.
What other equipment did you have, Cyanus?
I just had my trident and my shield.
Where's the Grimstalker at? I forget.
Grimstalker's back on the boat.
Okay, I was just making sure. I thought so, I was making sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can put your daggers away. I'll let you grab 3 more items. What are you grabbing?
The bow.
Okay.
You're
The
on
bow
shield.
and I'll let you get the bow and the quiver. That's fine.
You're on shield.
Okay. One more thing.
And
Get your trident.
I already have my trident.
You haven't. I thought you said spear beforehand. Okay, never mind.
I misspoke earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm not using spears at the moment.
If you could grab my spear, I'd be happy. But
As he walked
Yeah,
back
sure.
over, I could have sent my hand back.
Yeah, you
with.
can grab one thing.
So I'll grab one thing. So I'll grab whatever.
Whatever I
javelin or-
don't.
Yeah, basically whatever's left, I'll grab one thing, which I think will be some of the spears.
Yeah.
Okay.
Preferably the lightning spear.
that's right. One of you had a lightning javelin. Somebody else had a lightning javelin because I had one and I threw it.
Yeah, it's in
Cyanus.
the magma.
Yeah, Cyanus, I think you had one.
No, I don't.
No, you
It
used
was
it.
it
Okay.
was Aina, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it might have been on Ona.
But yeah, so I'll grab that.
And I'll grab the silvered spear.
Ina does not have a lightning javelin in her inventory.
Oh, okay.
Does it? Oh.
Nope.
Well.
Okay. Silver spear, longbow and quiver, and shield. You got it. Give me another stealth check.
$17.
Okay. Minus the rogue doing rogue shit. Creeps back. This guy just as quiet as a mouse. Not even noticing. Lycus, you come up with what you want to do yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna back out.
Okay.
As much as I want to kill Fatty McFat over there, I don't want to set this whole thing ablaze by myself.
Okay.
So,
You got it.
I don't think there's a safe way I can do that.
You forgot one. The darts.
They would be in
Yeah.
the bag. Or they'd be in my backpack.
No, that'd be a weapon, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but if they were in the bag, they didn't start looking at the
It's a
bags till they were
flute.
in the throne room.
It's a flute, you know.
yeah.
My
Oh,
blue
okay.
gun.
I will say, Lycus, that you get back over by the time Cyanus is coming back with this last load of weapons. Well, this second load of weapons.
Yeah.
You're back there with the rest of them. Now what are y'all doing?
Would they have stripped me of my flute? I know you said because it kept our armor.
Yeah, no, they universally took y'all of everything. They even took your crown. The only thing they didn't take was your actual body armor, probably because it would have been.
Sorry.
Are you urinating?
No, I was
What?
pouring my drink. I
I
forgot
was
to
thinking
turn
the
my
same
mic off.
thing. I was like,
Mute thyself!
Probably because it would have been too much of a hassle to undo all the armor, but they took everything else off of you they could.
I hope it spills. Pardon me.
Out of sheer curiosity, this is completely unrelated, but can we see what the big fella's working on?
You can.
What's he working on?
What's that?
I said, what's he working on?
It appears to be a little mechanical lion,
Oh,
shimmering brightly in the forge light. It seems to be plated in gold.
having
Probably
bought
palm-sized.
having bought far too many toys for a child, would I have ever seen anything like this before?
Give me a history check.
Oh god, okay, come on, dice gods.
And a random d20.
Okay, so that's a 15 and a 12. So 15 for the history check, 12 for the d20.
You've seen wooden toys and things of that nature, but nothing nearly this complex or seemingly mechanical.
Okay. I had a passing thought.
What are we doing, heroes?
I kind of want to go talk to this guy.
Make it quick.
Well, it's just like, what if we don't disturb him? What are we doing from here?
Well, gotta get our bags back.
yeah, I mean, we're gonna set this place up. This place is gonna be pissed off at us in no time, so we might as well as do something. They're gonna find out we're gone here in about 30 seconds. Maybe you can fix his mechanical clock toy, and he'll be grateful.
It can help us.
But he can help us by smashing them.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Well, I won't be actually doing anything because my hands are still behind my back. But, you know.
It's the most amusing thought in my head. You're literally just doing all this crazy stuff with this fiery rope bindings.
Still on, still there, yeah. Doing all this mind magic. Magic. Alright, you know what?
You're the smart one. Go
I'm
talk
the
to him.
smart one. Jesus. Yeah. Cool. Well, I'm gonna sure I'm gonna keep a little bit of distance, and I'm gonna be like, hey friend, what are you working on?
With this, he straightens up, his eyes locked straight forward ahead of him, and then he turns huge head in your direction, and see his eyes squint and his eyebrow raise, taking you in.
All smiles.
It looks back over towards the table and the fire snakes and looks back towards you. I don't know you. Who are you?
I am Ronachus. I kind of stuck. Like I can't really gesture anything. Hands still behind my back. I'd be like, I'm kind of in a predicament here. But I was wondering, I see your really fancy trinkets, and I wanted to talk to the artist behind them, the tinkerer.
Well, he turns back to the contraption. I am attempting to get this infernal device to work. No matter how hard I try, I can't seem to get any of them to work. What are you doing here?
Well, we got locked up right over there, and now
Can't gesture your hands, man.
yeah, I know. I was like, I'm gonna like gesture with my hands cuffed, like we're trying to get out of this place. But I was wondering if I could maybe help you. Could you help me out of these infernal things?
How could you help me?
I pipe up from behind, like he's a very learned man.
He like looks up, like, where'd that come from?
It's so stealthy.
He can throw his voice.
So I'll be like, I might be able to help you figure out a way to make these work.
You were taken prisoner. So you are the one who attacked the Firewalkers.
Yes, in a sense. Are you working for the Firewalkers?
In a way, I am. I will accept your help, but I have different terms. If that suits you. I will help you escape from those bindings. And when you leave this place, you will take me with you. I seek to find my father. In return, not only will I help you with this, but I will get one of these contraptions working eventually, and I will make you an animal of your choice. They can be quite powerful, if I can get them to work.
Oh wow. Yes, sure. Who is your father, if you don't mind me asking?
His name is Bront, and he is a Janken working with the Firewalkers as well, until the Amazons of Themis raided and took him to serve them instead. And so the Lord of Storm sent me here to assist these creatures, and all I do is slave over there. Mundane, rudimentary weapons all day. It's maddening. So I seek to be reunited with my father, so we can work in peace.
Yeah, no. I don't have any issues with that. I can reunite you with your father, or try at least, as long as no ill will has fallen with him with the Amazons.
There shall be hell to pay if there has been. But that will be determined later. Come here so I may free you. I grow ill of this place.
Yeah.
With that, you walk over, you turn around, and he takes your arms, jerks them out real quick from side to side. You're going to take 5 fire damage as these things blast from the concussive force being ripped apart by his massive 10-fingered giant arms.
Alright, hold on. Let me,
At this, I'm like, oh, so you can get rid of those.
Who said that?
And then I just step out of the darkness, like, hi, how you doing?
Demon!
there's a few of us here.
I'm very sneaky, thank you. But
I'll have my hood up
glad to
as I
meet you.
lean up.
You're going to be part of our crew very soon. I overheard that entire thing. It's kind of my deal.
Pause. Right now, Ronachus, you see Mirtha. She was talking with the shamans in the Chamber of Worship, saying something referencing to the dragon egg, and then walked across the wooden platform, and as she enters the doorway to the jail cell building, your arcane eye dissipates. Because time ran out.
I was gonna say, time ran out, and I also failed my skill check. I just haven't been able to tell
your
you.
con check? Okay.
Yeah.
So they happened pretty much simultaneously, so that worked out.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Cool.
Sinus.
So I overheard that entire conversation, and
All right, hold up. This is more important.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry. Mirtha just walked in our jail cell. Okay.
Okay, real quick, I need you to undo mine too, please.
Come here, little one.
Out of curiosity, how tall is this man?
9 feet.
Oh my god.
Why?
So he bends over, grabs your wrist, jerks him free. You take 3 fire damage from the concussive blast.
Okay.
Fire blast.
Oh
No,
man.
I am not. Let it be known, I am not of this crew, but our interests are aligned, and so we shall travel together. Now,
You're not the only one. my
I
friend.
will tell him that our sneaky getaway is about to go loud. Our new found big 9-foot friend, because the person who jailed us just walked into our empty cell. I will ask him if he will aid us, not only in escaping but like fighting our way out, because we have to go get our things in the throne room.
He looks up to the side for a moment, thinking. And looks around the room. And looks back at you. He reaches up and you see, with the monocle, the 3 lenses, the other 2 click, click, and then they combine to form this white light that's now glowing over his eye. I suppose we must not fail if I am making this decision, so lead on.
Oh, he's literally Cyclops. Okay.
Oh my god. I just got that.
X-Men, yes. Do you have any, may I call dibs on kicking her into the lava? Because I call dibs on kicking her into the lava.
Okay.
I feel as though we are wasting time.
Yeah, let's go throne room first, because kind of need her stuff.
Yep. All right.
Pushes his hand out, pushing you forward.
Go, 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 go.
Okay. Who's first? I don't want to be first.
I'll go first.
Yeah, sure. You're on take point.
Oh God, help me. Okay. Yoink.
Go, 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 go.
Alright. So y'all, one by one, dart across this wooden walkway. You hear a shriek in Draconic. They've escaped! Get them! Find them! Coming from Mirtha as you dart across this walkway into the building and you're headed towards the throne room. With that, you hear a rustling from the room up ahead, and this is where I'm going to add everybody to the tracker and we're going to roll initiative.
Yay!
Alright, hold on. Let me get this. I got a couple things to do here. Do that. Combat tracker. Trying to cut back on the tokens to save some stuff here, so let me do this.
Steros. That's his name.
His name is Steros.
I thought Furnace would have been funnier, but
Furnace.
Furnace.
Furnace would have been funnier. 2, 3.
I can smooth Aina.
Alright. Yeah, don't forget to move Ina. Alright, so with this, you hear
Trying to move
shouting up
Furnace.
ahead. You hear shouting up ahead in the throne room. You hear shrieks coming off from the right-hand side where Mirtha was, and they are echoed by 2 other lizardfolk entities in the Chamber of Worship. Steros comes bumbling over this walkway. It's swaying mightily as he's basically tiptoeing across this thing and kind of pushes his way through the doorway of this ramshackle building, busting pieces off as he plows into the room. Everybody roll for initiative if you haven't done so yet. Actually, let me reset the initiative here, because
Okay.
I had initiative from last time. So go ahead.
Wait, it's not letting me roll.
Let me...
I think for some reason it let me roll for you.
For me?
It's
Yeah.
because probably because stuff was moving around on there. I can let you roll. Hold on. Just tell me what you rolled. Go ahead.
For him, I've
No,
got
him.
Oh,
Go ahead and
okay.
roll d20 and add +2. Ronachus.
22.
Damn, okay.
Okay. All right.
But I will wait for whoever lead to go. So I will be right underneath whoever in our party goes.
All right. Well, Steros has the initiative, so he charges in the room behind you as you're all taking this in, trying to figure out what to do. He looks left and looks right. Which way? Where are we going?
Left.
Left. Move. And with that, he shoves you onto the side and plows through the door across the stone walkway, punches in through the turtle shell, and goes in there with this massive spear that he picked up from the side. Looks to the left, looks right. Let's see, that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He gets a little bit further into the room, and you just hear, "Ah!" And he is going to look over to the salamander, and you see that white light coalesce into an arcing beam of energy. Where's that? Right here. That is a 17 to hit. It hits, and that is fire damage. So this guy doesn't take anything. Alright, so you hear it burn into the side of this tortoise shell, and those of you can see from the patchwork wall around you, it pierces through and cuts a massive hole in the magma. Lava flying up. The salamander doesn't take any damage because of his fire aura, unfortunately, but now Steros knows that. So, Salamander's up. He is going to spear and tail at Steros. It's a natural 1 for the spear, and a 22 to hit with the tail. God. Let me make sure that damage is right. It is. Steros is going to take 21 fire damage.
Here lays our new friend.
Right?
Blessed of his name, first of his name,
All right.
last of his name.
Next up is Ronachus.
Oh shit. All right. Well,
Go, big man.
go big man. Yeah. I will tell everyone that Mirtha went that way, through into the prayer chamber with the dragon egg, and then head towards our big man to help.
Okay, so you charge in, and then you find this little nook behind him, pressed up against the turtle shell, him blocking you from pretty much everything. But you can like look underneath his arm as he's swinging this massive spear, and this beam is arcing around the turtle shell. Are you gonna do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little ghostly middle finger towards that little snaky poo.
Okay, you got it, and you can also see your bags off to the left.
Yeah, I can. That's a nat 20
Nice,
Damn.
for 23 necrotic.
nice. All right, and there's an additional thing to that, right? Disadvantage or something on the next? No, it's if they're undead. Okay,
Yeah.
you got it. It pierces through his aura. His arm turns black for a moment and leaves this horrifying mark on where the bicep would be of this creature. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, Cyanus, you're up.
Alright. I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
And I'm going to do I want to stab at the worm or the Goblin King? Looking dude.
Not
Not
leave
the
that damn worm
worm.
alone.
Go for Harkonnen.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're like right next to each other, right?
Yeah, you can hit both of them.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna
Let me shift him a little more towards the middle here.
gonna target him.
Okay.
And 25 to hit or 13 piercing.
All right. You lash out, his big bulbous body rises up, and with his staff, you see the end of it splits up into 3 sharp prongs. As he lashes out towards you, you duck underneath, return with your trident, you catch him in the thigh, this greenish blood oozes out, and within you see these little arcs of electrical energy as it spills onto the throne. I will kill you!
Alright,
Anything
I'm
else?
gonna take your thing there. And then I'm going to bonus action to hide.
Okay, so you're gonna have to try and duck behind the throne or something to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you have enough movement to get around behind there? So right now you don't have. He has line of sight.
Oh, fuck. No, I don't.
Okay. Bonus action something else.
I mean, I can bonus action disengage and go over to the other side of the room, but that's basically it. Actually, no, I can't even do that because I don't have any movement.
Right.
I can bonus action dash.
You want to do that?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right. Provoke opportunity attacks.
Okay.
All right. He is going to try and return the favor with his trident, and that is only an 8 to hit.
Okay.
And the Brash Dragon Wormling is going to lash out and attempt to bite at you in reaction. That's a 23 to hit.
That one
for
hits.
3 piercing damage as it snaps into your calf. You pull away free and dart off. Where are you going?
I'm just reeling behind to the other side of the throne.
Okay, you got it. That it?
Yep.
Okay, Lycus, I'm showing a concentration token. Are you concentrating on anything?
Yeah, I don't know why that's there.
I'll get rid of it.
assuming that was from the last time I had cast it, because it asked me that before if I want to cast concentration, but I don't know what's on me.
Okay. I don't know what it was, but you're up. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna run across here. And actually, you know what? No, I'm not. So they're all to the east of me, right? All the prison.
Mirtha is, and there was 2 shaman in the Chamber of Worship. You don't know where any of the regular guards or anything are right now.
Right. But it's just rope bridges connecting us. Easy
Correct.
pathway. Yeah.
Correct.
I run over to Ina and I grab her smaller axe, not of Xander,
Okay.
the one I can hold. And
Okay.
I cut this bridge.
Okay. That's not a great axe or anything, is it?
Maybe, yeah, kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just at, all right. So the only thing that changes is you don't add your proficiency modifier. That's it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it'll be a great axe.
All right. Let
Because
me.
she says, what, or her chakram? Could I use her chakram to cut with? I could
Either
probably
way,
use
it's,
a chakram to
either
cut.
way, it's not proficient.
What's a chakram?
A chakram, it's a martial weapon, but otherwise it has its own proficiency. Are
It's
you
its own
proficient?
specific, it's a
Yeah.
specialty item, huh? Yeah.
It is.
Okay, yeah, then whatever. I grabbed something from her. Yeah,
Okay.
so I'll take her great axe, her other great axe, and
Okay.
I'll just try and chop this rope bridge out.
All right. There's standard for that. Let me double check it real quick. Go ahead. In the meantime, go ahead and make an attack and a damage roll, just in case, so we're not wasting time.
How do you want me to do it on proficient, or if I'm not just a standard roll? Huh?
Just manually subtract the proficiency in your head if you want.
And it's yeah,
It would be strength. Yeah.
that's a 15. That works.
That was your attack.
Yeah, that was a flat
Okay.
15.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, I'm so glad I grabbed the. So glad I grabbed the great axe. See, it's a D12. And not so glad I rolled the great axe.
All right, here. Finally found it. Okay, so strike comes down. You slam into the rope, and I'm gonna make it up. You slam into the rope, and it slices through pretty good, but not all the way. I'm gonna give these each rope 5 hit points, and it's a 10 to hit because it's kind of shaking a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
Now, I will say, with that, you notice as the weight of the axe comes down and strikes through part of this hemp rope, you see these bronze stakes holding it into the rock. As the weight hits it, it kind of jars up a little bit. All right, anything else?
No, that's all I got.
All right. These shaman are up. From your perspective, you can see one of them dart across the room in that chamber of worship, and it disappears towards the south within that room, and then you start to hear this strange chanting. It's not in a normal language. You're up.
There we go. Sorry. It's taking like a second or two to unmute.
It's okay.
I can see what Lycus is doing from here, right?
Yeah.
I cannot take another hit right now. I'm going to walk over and try and help.
Okay, so you're gonna... What you gonna do to help?
May I? I am proficient in martial weapons. May I?
Okay, so you
Absolutely.
take the axe, go for it.
Okay. So, I have no idea.
With your proficiencies, go ahead and just make an attack roll. If it's more than a 10, that one side's gonna come away clean.
That's a 15.
Okay, so that one rope falls down.
And then with my extra attack, can I do it again?
Sure.
Is the bridge lopsided now? I'm
It
just
is.
imagining. Yeah.
It is.
Okay. Then I would like to do the other side. That's a nat 20.
Okay. It falls down to the other side and clatters against the stone rocky face beneath it. That
Guess we're
bridge
not
is
taking
gone.
the dragon egg. Okay.
Wait, the dragon egg was over there?
She has it. Yes.
I said that.
That.
All right. Anything else you're on?
No, that's it. At this point, other than I'm going to make sure I have my my spear out, and because I don't think I have any healing potions left. So,
Okay. So you're handing the axe back to Lycus, or you can hold on to it?
I'm just gonna point at her, that it's Ina's.
Okay.
yeah, I will hand the axe back to Ina and switch to my spear. I
Okay.
think that's about all I can do.
You got it. Ina's up.
Ina is going to charge across this. Well, she's gonna run across here, and then she's gonna charge Fat Boy
Okay.
and swing
Easy
that
enough.
at Xander at his ass.
Does Ina have any rages left? And if so, do you want to use them?
No, I'm not gonna use it for this yet.
Okay.
Does she have any more though? It's not spell book. It says, yeah. Oh yeah, it says she still got some.
Let me make sure that
Four of them.
I know that she was primarily tracking D&D Beyond, so I'll double check it and we'll compare what she has. And we'll split the difference if there is a difference.
Okay.
All
I
right.
think she would have 3 left, but
Go ahead and
That's what she said.
she probably does. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
All right. $15.
A 15. Oh, hold on. Foundry's being difficult now. 15 hits.
The second one is an 11.
11's a miss.
Okay, and then oh wow, 3 damage.
oh, I'm confused. I thought it rolled attack and not damage, and then an attack with damage.
Yeah, I meant to hit. All right, I rolled 2 attacks on accident. I meant
You
to
just
do,
let me know what the number is, buddy. What's
Yeah,
the number?
that's what I'm doing. Yeah, it's 3.
Okay,
or-
you got it.
Is that 6? What the hell is that?
Yeah, that's 6.
It is
6
6
damage.
It's not showing me that. It's giving me weird ass.
It's probably because you clicked him too fast.
Yeah. All right, 6 damage.
You got
sorry.
it.
All right, that's it.
All right. Next up is the Brass Dragon Wormling. So... it is going to back up, hop around up onto the arm of the throne next to Jankor, and then open its mouth. A line of flame extends out, and it will be able to target Ina, Steros, and Ronachus. I need a dexterity saving throw.
Ten
Alright.
from me.
Okay.
6 for Ina.
And I will roll Steros's. Really low dexterity. 13. I rolled it on both of y'all. Okay. So Ina is going to take 17 halved is 8 because she's fire resistant. So Ina takes 8 damage. You take 17, Ronachus. And Steros is going to take... well, let me see if it's half or none. Yeah, it's half. Okay. So Steros is going to take 8 as well. 'Cause he
Question.
saved. Yep.
Her danger sense says she has dexterity advantage saving throws against.
If she saw it
mage.
coming.
Right, that's what I'm asking. Where would this count? Because he's
It
on
does.
the throne and she's fighting at the throne.
Yeah, no, it would definitely count. So
Okay.
go ahead and re-roll that dex save.
Yeah, that's what I was curious. Thank you.
100%.
Oh, it's a 10.
Okay. Yeah, it's a fail either way.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so with that, Jankor is up. He is focused on Ina because right in the face. The 2 Trident attacks at Ina. First one is a 19 to hit.
Yep.
So that's 4 piercing damage down to 2. And then this pulse of energy hits Ina. That is going to be 6. Basically just kind of a universal magic damage. Kind of like an entropic necromantic magic.
Okay.
So it's another 6 damage, and he is going to regain 6 hit points. He's going to come back around again with the Trident for the second strike. And that is a natural 20. For 14 halved to 7. Nope, not halved because she's not raging. So that first attack actually would have been 4, not 2 as well, because she's not raging.
Okay.
So this one is 14, and then add another 2 from the original attack. Alright. And you see him... You see him kind of raise his chin up a little bit, holding the staff out to the side, and he starts chanting in that same strange tongue you heard the shamans chanting from in the Chamber of Worship. Steros is up. He is going to charge forward, get further in the room, and then lash out at the salamander with his spear. First one is a 21. That's a hit. For 11. And the second one is a 20 to hit for another 11. And he's going to get blowback from both of those. To the tune of 11 from the first and 12. So he just basically traded hit points.
Jesus.
23 in return. So he charges over there and in a rage lashes out, tearing into the salamander's incorporeal fire form. Fire flaring back in his face. He gets burned really badly. The salamander is really hurt. They are both just taking each other out. Salamander's turn, so he is going to return with a spear and a tail attack to Steros. Spear is a 23 to hit for 14 damage. And the tail is a 15, which misses.
I was gonna say, are we about to lose our new friend as soon as we get him?
Ronachus, you're up. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna stay on help our big friend. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
So another good old middle finger. 21 to hit
That's a hit.
for 14 damage.
You got it. This one arcs out and burns right through its torso section, like right through where the left rib cage is, and comes out the backside. You see this blackened hole and the little bit of fleshy-like substance it has there. Really hurt.
Damn it.
Anything else?
Yes, I'm gonna go over to our bags,
Okay.
and if I can, I'm looking specifically for the growth potion.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking for specifically the growth potion.
Did you have that? You had that in your bag?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would say as a wizard, and a combat-focused wizard, kind of, you would probably have your potions relatively quick access, so you could grab it as a free interaction.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Sinus, you're up.
Alright. I'm going to reel around to the other side of the throne and stab at the king.
Go for it.
Target him. And since Ina's right beside me, I'm going to hit him with a sneak attack on that.
There you go.
Does a 15 hit?
The 15 does hit.
Okay. So 14 base damage.
All right.
And
Good.
another 20 sneak attack damage.
All right.
34 damage in one hit.
So him being focused on Ina, he raises his chin up, starts chanting. You see a perfect opportunity. You slam your trident into his back. He peels away. This massive chunk of whitish greenish flesh peels off his back. Fat falls to the floor, and he turns to face you. You see his eyes sparkling with electrical energy. Anything else?
And then I'm just going to reel around to the back of the throne again. And bonus action hide.
All right, so he will get to lash back out at you. And that's a miss. You never left the... Let me make sure that's a miss, because it rolled weird. That's a 14. Okay.
Yeah,
All
my
right.
AC is 18, so we're good.
Tracking 100%. All right. Euron and Lycus, you see Mirtha charge into the Chamber of Worship, set the Dragon Egg down, and charge all the way out to the first couple steps of that wooden bridge on the other side of this sacrificial peak. And she starts moving her hands in an arcane manner and picking up a similar sounding chant to all those you're hearing around you. Lycus, you're up.
Yeah, I get the fuck out of Dodge. I said,
Okay.
all right, Euron, you're the better rope cutter. And then I run, let's see, how far was that actually? That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This would be 30 right here, and then I'm gonna try and find my, I'm gonna just start grabbing my shit.
Okay.
I mean, if
You got it?
everything's in my backpack, then I put my backpack on. You know, I know where my stuff is.
Yeah, that's fine.
I guess that would be my full action, trying to just put my stuff back where it goes.
Okay. You got it.
And I look at the dragon and I'm like, don't kill the wormling! Don't kill it!
Euron, you're up.
I have a decision to make. Okay, so just so actually hold on. So Lycus just ran past, right?
Yes.
I doubt there would have been enough time for quick. Did you see the egg? As he ran by.
I didn't see the egg. I would have immediately just ran.
Okay.
I mean, you could see the egg. You're right there.
Yeah, you can see the egg.
Okay.
If he says no, you can look down that way, kind of behind her within that shell. You can see the egg.
How high is the drop? Since I just cut that
from
bridge.
There, 1 second. That would be.
That'd be like 20 feet or something, yeah?
I'll say you can get down to the next ledge. Yeah, that'd be about 20 feet.
I would like to.
If you were to jump kind of in this direction.
I want to get that egg back. Yeah, I want to try as safely as possible. Get down here.
All right. Give me a dexterity saving throw to avoid falling prone.
Okay. If I fuck up, I fuck up. That's a 15.
Okay. So you land on your feet, but the the impact of it, you're going to take 7 bludgeoning damage as you fall and then kind of roll and pop back up. You only lose 5 feet of movement for kind of jumping out the door there. So you are now down
Ow.
here.
Ow. Okay. Then, oh god. So there's the only way to get there, sort of, is to climb up here, I guess.
Correct. And that would be an action.
Why didn't I just run out? I'm an idiot.
What you gonna do?
My critical thinking is not a genius, but yeah, I'm gonna climb up onto that ledge.
Okay, so take your action to climb. You could move. You could get up to like where you're basically at the very top. Your hands are over the ledge, but 20 feet up, you're half movement. So, give me an athletics check real quick.
Yep. If this, honestly, if this 20.
Okay, so yeah, you make it up, and your hands are like on the lip at the end of your turn.
Okay.
Got it?
Can't. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, that's all I can do.
All right, Ina, you're up.
Yeah, now she's definitely gonna rage and fuck this guy up because he hit her hard.
All right, just remember she's raging.
All right, going for the attack.
Actually, give me a second. I can make her rage, and I'll change the mechanics in there.
Okay.
Where's the rage button? Here it is.
Great.
All right, there you go. There you go. Double check the math on those rolls.
All right, 24 to hit and 10 to damage.
Another strike across the body, and he doesn't even seem to flinch as you tear open this line of a bloody red axe attack. His eyes are just intently focused. He turns to face you, but he doesn't even seem to feel it.
Okay, well, let's see if he feels the next one.
Go for it.
Probably not. No, that's a 10.
Okay, no, it does not hit. She wheels around a second time, and she goes to attack. Sparks of lightning come out from his body, deflecting the axe. Anything else?
No, that's it for her.
All right, the wormling is up. Let me see, recharge. See if his breath weapon comes back. Does not. He is going to turn around and bite at Cyanus with a 7 to hit. It does not hit.
Nope.
And he is going to he's on the arm of the throne, so you see him look up, seeing and hearing what Jankor is doing, and he kind of quickly darts down and gets behind the throne. Jankor is up. So his eyes cackling with electrical energy, he takes a staff and rises it high. You all shall pay now! The voice coming out is not his own. It is not a spell.
Damn it.
The voice coming out is not his own. The entire ground shakes, and this huge noise like a thunderclap echoes and reverberates throughout this turtle shell. Lightning streaks down onto the staff and shoots out in the direction of Ina and Lycus. Alright, I need a dexterity saving throw from... Let me see. From everybody. That includes the Salamander, the Brass Dragon, Wormling, and Steros.
Just confirming that does not include me.
It
Correct?
does include you.
It does?
It does.
Fucking. Why? Not even there.
Let me double check my math here, but as far as I can see, you are 50 feet away, and this is a 60-foot radius.
Even through walls and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
I rolled a
just as
21, so unless this is a really high one, I'm not taking any damage on this because of my evasion.
Just think.
Okay.
Just think.
Wait,
Give me 1
if
second here.
I failed, definitely, and if the damage is higher than an 8, I'm down.
Okay, we're about to find out. All right, so this is for this. The following applies to everybody. Let me look at the saving throws here. All right, so for me, the Salamander succeeds. Steros succeeds. The Brass Dragon Wormling fails. All right. Let me roll this damage. All right, that's not too bad. So, all three of them are going to take 6 damage. Let me apply that real quick. And this is from the cacophonous thunderclap. And they are all deafened. So anybody that rolled less than a 17 is deafened and takes 6 damage from the thunderclap.
Okay.
So who is that?
Me.
Ina and Euron. Not Euron. Ina and Lycus.
Okay, I'm doing the
Six-
conditions here.
six
so I can keep
damage.
track. 6 damage from the thunderclap, and you are deafened.
3 for Ina.
I think I'm the only one that didn't.
Okay, Ronachus, what'd you roll?
You're muted.
I failed. I rolled a 7.
Okay, so yeah, if you rolled 16 or lower, you take 6 damage and you're deafened.
Yep.
Okay, so that's you too. If you rolled above 17, you would take 3 damage and not be deafened. You don't take any damage, Cyanus, and you're not deafened because you succeeded on your dex save, right?
Yep.
Okay, now
Thanks, evasion.
the lightning strike that comes out after that, she would have had advantage on... Actually, she would have had advantage on both of these because of her danger sense. So go ahead and reroll her dex save just to make sure.
I did roll advantage, didn't I?
I don't know, did you?
did.
Okay.
Yeah, I
alright.
rolled it with advantage, yeah.
Alright, so this is also a DC 17. Got some dice to roll here. Alright, so size of the turtle shell slam off. This lightning bolt crackles through Ina and Lycus. You're both going to take 31 lightning damage.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
And he picks the staff up, whirls it around, and holds it like a trident again. Electricity arcing between the tips.
So I'm clear. The lightning was just for those two?
Just
Not
for those two.
Okay, thank you.
Let
Thank
me
you.
double check. Yeah, no, it couldn't have gotten to you. It was off to your right. It did arc across that sacrificial peak and just rocks flew and everything. It was crazy. Crazy.
I'm sorry, could you say it again? You said it was 30 or 31?
3-1. 31. Alright, is Lycus or Ina down?
1 health, 2 health.
Okay.
Fuck,
Because she
dude.
took half, so she had 16. And I had 33.
Wait, so why did she take half?
She's raging.
For lightning damage?
Oh, that's right. She's not. I'm used to everybody being a bear
Yeah.
totem. Yeah, she's down then.
Okay. She's down.
I'm hanging on by the skin of my fucking teeth, too.
Alright, and that means her rage falls off. Okay, so as he whips it around and turns and he faces you, Lycus, because you're right in front of him, the only one now since Ina fell.
Oh no, me too.
Sidon will be pleased.
Spit on him.
Steros is up. With this, he can't hear anything. The salamander in front of him is wielding. He keeps taking all this fire damage. His eye thing isn't accurate. So he is going to turn and look at each of you. He sees his opportunity slipping away, and he's kind of freaking out right now. Let's see. Let me double check the mechanics on this. 1 target. Okay. So, once again, that center eye powers up, and you see the first strike go out and tear across the throne, not hitting Jankor. The second one, you can do it 3 times. Second one is also a miss. Go figure. He's trying, guys. He's trying really hard. He gets frustrated. It beams up really, really powerfully, and a chunk of the throne slams against the back wall. But Jankor is just able to avoid it. At his back, the salamander comes to a senses, sees an opportunity. 25 to hit. For 20 piercing damage. And then a tail attack. That is a 15 to hit, which misses. So he turns around. These massive lightning flares come over and tear across the throne, with Jankor definitely maneuvering him, and all of a sudden, this spear, molten tip, slams through his body, coming out the front, and the salamander rips it back forward. He doubles over and turns to look at him, and turns to look at each of you. I can't last. Ronachus, you're up. What are you gonna do?
Get Ina up.
And don't forget, basically everybody's deafened.
Yeah.
Let me see.
One,
Hold on, let me
get
double check
Ina
that.
up with my healing magic.
Thought you had like potions or whatever.
No one's had potions for like 10 turns.
Fuck. Am I the only one with potions?
Yes. Yes,
God.
you are.
All right. How hurt does that fucking snake look?
He doesn't look too good. He's kind of falling apart. He's not on death's door, but he's not looking very good.
It's not on death's door.
Nope. I wouldn't qualify as death's door. You're asking for a judgment call here, man.
Yeah, I know. Gosh. Darn it. Darn it! Alright. That's not gonna help. That's not gonna help. I'm gonna do... the middle... I'm gonna hit him again with a... I don't have anything to do anything. Back to the middle finger. Towards this... Actually, I'm gonna do it to... Oh boy. Main dude.
Jankor?
Yep.
Go for it.
Come on. Nat 20.
Good!
Damn. 20 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Oh! Alright, I want that ghostly skeletal hand to fly and grab his face and then just slowly decay it as he falls down to his death.
Alright. Reaches across, slams into his face. You see his eyes crackle with electrical energy as his face starts to turn black. He starts thrashing about wildly. You see the skin start to peel off and decay, black lines streaking down his neck. He stumbles to his knees. You see him barely over Ina. His eyes roll in the back of his head. The lightning extinguishes. He slams the staff down one more time, but nothing comes out, and he falls face flat on the floor next to Ina.
Oh,
She
man.
steps on his head.
She would if she wasn't unconscious, yeah.
Oh,
no,
man.
unconsciously. He still steps on his head.
Oh, reaction.
It's still a thing. He's like, ah!
I don't
And-
have a bonus action attack for anything. That sucks. I just want to turn and tell the serpent he's next.
Alright,
I point at him.
you got it. Diana, you're up.
Alright. I see Ina go down. And I'm going to just move to her and just like throw one of my potions down her throat.
Okay, take an action, but you can do it.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's go with the greater potion of healing.
This dude still has a grater.
Hey, it came in clutch, didn't it? She got 12 health back.
You got it.
Also, like after I heal up Ina, I look over at the decaying Lizard King and I'm like, I'm taking that fucking staff.
Alright, anything else?
At the moment, no.
Are you gonna pick up the staff right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up the staff right now.
Okay. You got it. So it's extremely light. As you pick it up, the electrical energy's kind of fading, and those 3 prongs of the tridents kind of merge back into it as a regular staff. And it is Mirtha's turn. What is Mirtha gonna do? Okay. You're on. After this massive lightning thunderclap, energy came out of the staff. You see Mirtha stops chanting and she looks at you climbing up the ledge. And you, even though she doesn't yell, she doesn't raise her voice, you hear within your mind. Let me double check that. I want to screw you up here. Make sure you're in range. Yeah, you're in range. You hear in your mind, approach. I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
That was command. Oh, fuck. Okay. Wisdom. That's an 11.
Okay. You feel compelled to follow her.
Oh,
Like a sheer up.
Yeah, I kind of come to and just start screaming in agony. Wow! Which direction would he be walking off to, out of curiosity?
Who's walking off to?
The compulsion. That was Cyanus, huh?
No, that was Euron. You have no idea.
You're on. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you
She's
don't
way
know.
down there. I don't know why I thought it was Cyanus for me. I'm gonna reach out and touch Ina and heal her.
Okay, yeah, I should remove the unconscious label on her. She is prone. She has
I'll
12 hit points.
heal her for a what?
She does have 12 points from the potion of greater healing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still gonna heal her just because it's Ina. I'm gonna heal her with level 2. That's 8
Okay.
extra healing on her.
She's at 20. I updated her Foundry sheet.
I'm gonna just kind of step out of the room and just like get a breath because there's nothing but fucking death, fire, and lightning in that room, and I just need a minute to just like, you know,
Just
I know.
fight still going on.
fight's still going in full. Yeah, he's just gonna be like, you know what, guys, I just need a second because there's a lot. I almost died. Like, this is pretty traumatic. So I'm just gonna, you know, I need a moment, and he's just gonna meander across that river. It's like, you know that oh god, I can't remember the guy's name, but yeah, no, I'm done.
Okay. So, Euron, you being compelled to approach Mirtha, you finish climbing up, stand up, and take the shortest and most direct route to her.
I presume that's basically oh yeah, I guess then that would why am I in that spot? So
5, 10, 15, 20. That would have been 5 to get up, so you'd be in this square right here, right at the other end of that bridge.
would I be compelled to dash?
It says
To
shortest and
try-
most. It says move toward shortest and most direct route. I wouldn't say that you feel urged to dash.
Okay.
I mean, unless you feel differently.
I mean, she wanted to go that way anyways, so this kind of works, but I don't know much about command, like
In
whatever.
my opinion, you don't have to dash. If you think it's more appropriate, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's more specifically, I'm trying to figure out, does she have any form of thought other than, I must go this way? That's more what I'm asking.
You know you have to go to Mirtha.
Is it more of like, wow, this is the best idea I've had all day? Is it just go this way?
No, it's like overpowering her will.
Oh, wow. That sucks.
She, I guess, still has, she's not putting her weapon away at the very least, but it's just, yeah.
That's fine.
And, I mean, no. I would literally only be dashing about an extra 5 feet. If she's
Okay.
right there.
Okay.
So,
All
I'll
right.
just look at her.
Okay.
And go. And with a voice that's probably just speak. And it's way too loud because she's deaf. And just go, you called?
All right. She grins at you. Ina's up. Ina is prone. And deafened. By the way, you're all deafened for a minute, and there's no chance to save until the minute passes.
Yeah, that's no problem. That's no biggie. She stands up. Thanks, everybody. And then charges this son of a bitch.
Is Ina gonna rage again?
No.
Okay. You got it.
No, that's not right. She would rage. Because she would
Yeah?
just be mad at the world. I mean, I'm just trying to play. Yeah. I know, would just be like, fuck all y'all. Fuck everybody in
Alright.
this room. All y'all.
Let me put that on Ina, and you're good.
Okay. Ooh, I'm going to do the. Doesn't she have the Great Axe feature one where I can do a Great Weapon Master? I'm gonna take a -5 penalty to the attack roll for extra 10 damage, just
Okay.
because she's so pissed off.
And you have a charge bonus, too. I'm not sure if it's weapon specific, but there's a charge bonus in there. If you move 10 feet in a straight line first. Which you did.
I'm trying to find it. I don't know where that is.
Go ahead and
There.
roll, and I'll double check it.
Okay.
That
That is a
okay.
16 natural. And then -5, let's see, 6, 7, so 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay, and the damage is 10, 18.
All right. 18 does a lot of damage. It is looking shitty. The charge bonus is only if you move 30 feet in a straight line first.
Okay.
So 18 damage. Let me do that. That is... He is on death's door, obviously, but you are also going to take, in return, resistant to fire, so you're going to take 2 fire damage from the blowback.
Can I do that a second time?
You can attack again. You get second extra attack. You can do Great Weapon Master whenever you want.
That's what I'm
Sorry,
making
I
sure
know.
if I can do it. If it's, I wanted to make sure the verbiage wasn't the first time you make an attack.
I'm pretty sure it's
It's not. It just says
universal.
before you make one, you may choose.
Yeah.
No, I should just do a regular. We'll just do a
Okay.
regular. We'll just call it. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't do that. 12.
Yeah, that one's a miss.
Yeah. All right. So fine. The first one carved a good chunk out of him. All right. That'll be her turn.
Alright, see if the Brass Dragon Wormling recharges his breath weapon. Does not. He is going to hop up and snap at Cyanus again. He does not like you, Cyanus. That is a natural 20. And that is going to be 6 piercing damage. Theros, being inspired by Ina, is going to lash back out at the Salamander again. First one is a miss. Pretty sure it's 2 spear attacks. I'll double check it. Second one is a natural 20. And it is... He does have 2 spear attacks. For 31...
Jesus
No,
Christ.
that I accidentally rolled on the Salamander. Let me make sure modifiers are the same. I was looking at the token. Actually has a bigger modifier. For the attack roll. Let me double check damage here. Yeah, it kills him anyway. Alright, so he turns around with Aina right there, lashes out one more time with the spear, it pierces into the salamander. The salamander explodes in a blazing aura of fire. He's going to take 6 in return, and he gets blown back and knocked to the ground and slowly gets up to his feet. He is really fucked up. Salamander is no more. And he looks over at each of you. I hope this is worth it. We must find my father. Ronachus, you're up.
I'm gonna look at Cyanus. Can you handle that?
The wormling?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sure, I should be able to.
Okay. I am gonna walk out here.
Okay.
Do I see? Can I see what's happening?
Let me see. You see Mirtha standing out there, that's all you know.
I see Mirtha standing out there.
Mm-hmm. She has a staff out, and she is looking to the southern direction, that's it. All you know.
She also has a staff?
Yes.
That's Ari. That is Ari, not Euron.
Alright, if I drink the potion of growth, is that my action?
Yes.
Damn it. How close is she right now? Is it 55 feet, right?
To Mirtha?
Yeah.
50.
Alright. I am going to cause fear in Mirtha. And I'm going to call out her name, and I will remind her that she participated in the sacrifice, and this is not what her goals should be, and that we will not stand for this.
Okay.
And that is a 16 wisdom save.
Let's see. She rolled a 13, so what mechanical effect does it have?
She is frightened.
Of you.
Of me.
Okay.
And that's it. She's frightened of me.
Okay, so you send this message to her, it sinks in, you see her eyes widen, she looks over at you, her mouth drops, and she starts visibly shaking at the sight of you, and now her eyes are going back and forth between you and Euron. Anything else?
I'm coming for you, Mirtha.
Okay. Cyanus, you're up.
Ugh. Lycus, forgive me.
Lycus feels a disturbance in the force.
This thing has been biting at me, okay? I'm going to try and knock it out.
Okay.
I don't want to kill it. I just want to knock it out.
Alright.
A 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
And 13 damage.
Alright, so you thrust forward. It dodges to the left. You adjust your stroke. At the last minute, you swing the butt around. Right across the top of its head. It rolls to the ground. Its wings splayed out. It's not moving.
Okay.
Anything else?
Let's see, what can I do? What can I do? I'm at least gonna like go to the door so I can like watch that side. So like I can see if anything's coming at us from the north.
Okay. You got it. All right, it is Mirtha's turn. Looking back and forth between you and Euron, she is compelled to address you because she is frightened of you. And you see her, Ronachus, take her staff, and she waves it in this strange, almost hourglass-type pattern. As her mouth is moving, you can't hear it at this range. I need you to give me...
Counterspell.
This is also not a spell.
Damn it! Why can't I saving this?
I'm sorry, buddy.
Why?
I'm really sorry. I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, why's it gotta be dexterity? Why's everything gotta be dexterity?
Sorry, buddy.
Can't be wisdom, charisma, fucking 8.
All right. So, looking at this, you get kind of entranced for a second, and then it flies through the air towards you. This hourglass-type, strange arcane magic, it is magic, it's not a spell, shoots out in your direction, and as it's flying in the air, it transforms into this 10-foot wide spectral maw, and slams down on you.
Sweet.
And you're going to take
Too much damage.
26 points of piercing damage.
Fucking shit.
And
Oh, shit.
you are now frightened of her.
Well, I'm not frightened of anything because I'm down.
Okay, you were frightened of her until you fell unconscious from the fear and damage.
So she was able to do that while she's frightened of me?
Yeah, she can take actions against you when she's frightened. She just can't move towards you. And she has disadvantage on attack rolls against things while you're in line of sight. And this wasn't an attack roll. And with that, she moves. You fall. It's not a concentration spell, so she might still be frightened. She needs a wisdom save to see if she's still frightened. And that is a 14. What did she need to roll?
16.
Okay, so she's still frightened of you. But she walks out towards the edge of the sacrificial pier. Lycus, you're up. So let's see what we have going on. We got the Brass Dragon Wormling is still in there. Dragon Egg
she's
is
at the
somewhere.
pier, right?
Yes, you don't know this.
There's no windows in this building?
There's like little holes and stuff, but it's largely concealed. And you can't hear anything because you're deafened. Now, if you walk out any door, you will see her out there.
Well, I mean, would I have, oh yeah, you're right, I wouldn't have heard him on the, thing at all.
Nope.
Yeah, no, I would have, I'm gonna heal myself, just cure wounds. But
Okay.
That's all I would technically do. That's all I came in here really to do.
You got it. You're on. The command spell only lasts one turn, so you're no longer under the influence of it. What are you going to do?
Well, thank you. I was just fitting to ask, like, am I allowed to attack her? But, I sure, so, just so I'm clear, the egg is here?
The egg is in the middle of the throne room, yes.
Oh, the throne room or
I'm sorry. The worship chamber.
Okay.
You see it.
Then I am gonna just shake my head and yeah, I'm gonna take my action to dash. I'm gonna book my ass into that room and grab the egg.
Okay. Free object interaction, you're in there. As you burst into the room, eyes on the dragon egg, you see both of these shaman they look like they were kneeling at the base of this statue to side on. It has since been scorched by some type of fire or electrical energy, and they are both completely still lying on the ground.
Oh shit. Lord of Storms does not approve.
Anything else?
That was 50 feet.
Mm-hmm. So you can move 10 more feet.
I am going to I'm trying to figure out if I should. I'm gonna use my last 10 feet to back up sort of towards the door.
Okay, you got it.
And I do not have any of my belongings. I just have this egg in my arms. And I'm just sitting there going, like, oh, fuck me. And,
Fair enough.
And also going to, I know this is probably not going to work at all. It's just for fun. She's going to basically do whatever the Thylean equivalent of "This is the song that never ends" on loop in her head, so that she cannot hear if Mirtha tries that again.
Okay.
There's no
Fair
mechanic.
enough.
I know. She just is doing. Just on
You
loop.
got it.
Just like, no. Going.
All right, Ina, you're up. You are raging.
Hell yeah. Let's see. It's down.
No.
Crying.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is down. You're right.
There's no enemies in sight for
Nope.
her. So that's just gonna piss her off even more. I don't know. She's going to just kind of assess what's going to happen, if we're going to move out, if we're going to go somewhere.
Okay.
She doesn't have she does have a potion of healing. She'll put a potion of healing down Homeboy's throat.
Okay, so she hands it to Steros. Steros goes and takes it. The rage is going to fall off.
Oh, I thought he was down.
No, he wasn't down. He's just really fucking hurt.
Yeah, she'll hand him a potion of healing.
Okay. Alright. Cool. Is that it?
Because she can't see anything, right?
No, not from her perspective. No, she's completely surrounded in this turtle shell except for those two openings where the walkways are.
Yeah, I mean, I know he's out there dying on a bridge, but she would have just looked around and been like, cool, good fight. Let's do this.
Alright.
Alright, that's all I got.
Theros is up. And he is going to... He sees Ronachus. And he knows he's the one he made a deal with, so he's going to try and do a medicine check. He is very, very not good at medicine. That was a 9. But he can't seem to stabilize you. And you see him, his mouth is moving, he's trying to talk. But... Osiris, you hear. You are the only one who can hear. We need help. Somebody help him. I don't know if he can make it. Ronachus, death saving throw. Osiris, you're up.
Alright. At this, I go to the other side of the room.
I'll move out of your way a little bit.
Yeah. And I give Rennie another one of the potions of healing that I have.
You got it.
For 7 health.
There you go, Ronachus.
Thank you.
It's your combat medic here. With all my potions of healing.
You see his mouth moving, Ronachus, but you don't hear anything he's saying. Alright, anything else?
No, we should probably just, like, head out.
I will say she's still at the bridge before you walk away, if I can. Like, she's at the altar.
Alright.
And then at that, I just step to the other side of the bridge.
Okay. Lycus, you're up.
Yeah. Try to come out on the bridge, shockingly like, oh, what's going on? But obviously nobody can hear each other. And I'm just be like,
And I gesture in the way that, like, Rennie pointed, and I'm like...
You can lean out. You can lean out and see if you
I'm gonna
want.
lean out and see what he's looking at. So I'm assuming I see Homegirl on the sacrificial platform.
You do.
Why the hell is she sitting at the sacrificial platform?
So weird. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And
Well,
there's no bridge
bridge
there.
is gone.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
the bridge
right.
is
I-
gone.
Bridge
I
be cut
forgot.
down.
Well, how far is the drop?
20
20
feet.
feet.
If you want to land over here on this ledge.
Okay, well, here's me peeking out. Let's see, what is the 35 feet? Yeah, that's all right. So I'm peeking out is what this is. I'm not
Okay.
actually. And I'm gonna hit her. Nope, ain't got that. Ain't got that. I'm gonna hit her with a Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
That's all I can really do. I need a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw.
She rolled a 17.
7. Oh yeah, she's good then. Nothing happened.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, she'll take half damage. Sorry, she'll
Alright.
take 3.
You got it.
That was a terrible roll.
All right. Is that it?
Yep.
You're up.
There we go. Okay. I'm not taking any fucking chances. I am going to run my full 30 feet here. I'm gonna look at Lycus, and I have the dragon egg in my arms. And then I'm going to dash, and let me confirm.
So, you dart across the bridge. As you do, you look at Lycus, you look right, see what she's doing. Your eyes lock, and you hear, "Bring." I need a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck!
She readied that spell waiting for you.
Should have gone the other way. 18! That's an 18!
Okay, I think you're good. Let me double check. That's 8 plus... You are.
Wait,
You're-
I passed?
You
Yeah.
pass. You barely pass.
I'm gonna quickly toss the egg to one arm, flip her off with the other hand. And then, yeah, I am going to, let me confirm that is, oh god, okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20. I should think. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5. Just running. Just dashing as far as I can, holding this egg.
You got it. Alright. Ina's up. Is Ina doing anything?
Ina is going to come down here because everyone's having a party over here. She's gonna look out and she's gonna see that bitch, and she's gonna pull her longbow and she's gonna shoot that bitch. And not only is she gonna shoot that bitch, she's gonna put her exploding warhead on the tip of that.
Thunderous shot.
Her thunderous shot on the tip of that arrow.
Okay.
And we're gonna end this son of a bitch.
I hope so.
Alright, how do I gotta, let's see, that's a feature. Thunderous shot. Alright, so I gotta do the... Alright, standard roll for the vicious longbow. Attack. Oh, come on.
It sails past her. I'm sorry, man. That was badass.
No. Oh wait, that's
Anything
not
else?
Ina's longbow. Wait, you have 2 longbows? She has 2 longbows?
Yeah, because it uses strength instead of dex as a modifier. That's what it is. Because of her feature. So her modifier would be different. What's her strength modifier?
3.
So that would be a...
So it would be a 14.
That's a hit.
Oh. Okay, yeah, because she's got a vicious longbow and then she's got Ina's longbow.
you have
I
to
didn't
use
realize.
Ina's. You have to use Ina's
Okay,
longbow.
yeah, that's my fault. Okay, so Ina's longbow damage. You've got here, so that's a 5 regular,
Okay.
and then the thunderous shot is, what is this? When you make a range attack,
So, con save.
8 plus proficiency. Oh my
Yep.
god, we
So
got
11.
8 plus proficiency plus strength.
Plus strength, so that's another 3. So that's 14. DC 14.
Alright. Roll.
Ooh. And then
That's a
2d8 thunder damage.
That's a 10.
Okay. 2d8 thunder damage, so that's 12. So now we're at a total of 17 damage.
Okay.
And they're pushed 10 feet away from the point. So that literally throws her off.
Alright. Give me a second here. So that is going to be 10d6 fall.
She's dead. She's dead.
No,
No,
I want to know.
We need
we're
to roll
rolling
it.
this.
No,
We
we
need
need
to
to roll
know.
this.
Yeah,
Right, that's
yeah.
36 fall damage on top of the 17.
Okay. And another 10d10 fire damage.
Oh.
Come
Why
on,
do I
get a
feel
good
like
one.
this is just- That's a 42. It's less than
Okay.
average. It's terrible, but you know.
That's okay. So what's your total?
42 plus
95.
95.
95.
95. Hey, you stay in your lane,
95.
sir.
Alright. So Ina pops out, sees everybody pointing, looks over, and without missing a beat, flies through the air silently. Mirtha looks over, sees it coming. It hits that wooden plank. It explodes. Mirtha flies through the air, flailing arms and legs, looking around, trying to figure out anything she can do before she slams under the crust and slowly sinks into the lava, grasping and wailing, her mouth ajar, screaming. She sinks beneath the surface, and everything goes still. And then she bursts up, flailing, her skin melting away, her bones rotting as smoke rises up and the staff flails out arcane energy, flying all over the place, when finally she starts to slowly sink back down. And then from above in the sky, lightning strikes, magma flies all around her, and when the smoke clears and the magma settles, see nothing remain.
And she says, as for Vulcan, gotta fire. No one counts.
And on that note, that's where we're going to end tonight's session at.
I told her. I did tell her that this wasn't a good thing that she was doing.
Well, she had reasons. All right, so hope you guys had a good time tonight. Switch over to some more normal music. I'm gonna key up our typical send off. I hope everybody enjoyed us. If you were watching the show and you had a good time, please feel free to follow, subscribe, all those amazing things. Stay tuned here on the channel or join the Discord or Twitter for updates. We run 2 campaigns a week. Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central is Hearts of Shadow. Very, very different style campaign. Great crew. Almost as great as these guys. Don't tell them I said that. And Friday night right here, Odyssey the Dragonlords, 8 p.m. Central. I'm just kidding. All my players are amazing. They know that. All right. So I'm going to go get the sign-off stuff ready with the credit scene and all that good stuff and find someone to raid. Players, please say something that you liked or didn't like or thought was amazing or horrible about tonight's session.
I want to see what that staff is that I picked up.
It's probably a staff. Lightning.
She probably had one too.
Had.
Had.
Add.
I liked, definitely, it was all feast or famine with me. It was either nat 20 or 1. So
Yeah.
I think I rolled like 5 of them tonight.
Yeah, you did.
I think most of our nat 20s have been from you.
So that was always good.
I am impressed. I've always wondered what command was like, and I'm so glad I got to see it used. I'm just sad that it was on me. I mean,
It's
it
a
was.
lot of fun. It really
I mean,
is.
it let me do. Let me do something. And like I was going that way.
thank you, but also this is a future thing. I want to know who's getting because Lycus, you have an egg. Rennie, is this yours?
Who knows?
I don't know. But also, not being able to counterspell is getting aggravating, Joey. Fix it.
So
Fix it, Joey.
Well, those were two innate abilities, particularly the way that they are kind of in tune with the magic of Thylea and this land and their draconic heritage. They were not spells. That's why that didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Fix
Sorry,
it.
buddy.
Kind of like how Lycus and I have that like sleep thing with our loots.
Kind of, except you guys are still casting spells. These are just abilities.
Yeah, sure, okay.
It says
like-
you can cast a spell. That's the thing in y'all's description.
It's
These
more
weren't
like
spells.
how I have Petrify, effectively. I imagine closer to that than to sleep.
Yeah.
Think of it more like a breath weapon type thing.
Okay. Where like, yeah, okay, yeah, I get you. But,
Josh, did you have anything? I didn't mean to cut you off, Sinus. I'm sorry.
no, you're fine.
No.
I was done.
Okay.
I'm wondering. I was actually surprised we didn't see those birds come through. But
With the Pteranodons?
yeah,
Well, yeah, we killed them all.
Yeah, you guys took them all out last session.
yeah. I was
I
waiting for those
told
little
them
fuckers.
that-
I was still waiting for those little fuckers to just show up. You know how? Oh yeah, you killed them all. And then all of a sudden
Yeah.
there was like a flock waiting for you. You're like, because those
Oh, no.
little bastards hurt.
You have seen them elsewhere on the island in your travels here and there, but as far as in this immediate vicinity, that was all there was.
Yeah, because this son of a bitches were hurting. God.
No, them
Nah, it
damn
was good.
fire snakes. Those elemental fire snakes are.
Oh, they're just a little bit of little snake.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally the main reason I went towards the dragon egg was I was like, I cannot fight right now. I cannot fight. I have 15 HP. I have just melee. I'm going to do something else constructive.
Yeah.
I was afraid that you had less than that, and that fall was gonna down
Yeah.
you.
Oh,
So-
that was hilarious.
So here's what happened. I started off this session with 19 HP. It went down to 15 with the cuffs. And then 8 no, 6 fall damage. How many fall damage? I was down to 7 fall damage, so I was at 8. And then I took 6 from the thunder. So I was sitting pretty at 2. I am sitting pretty at 2.
Oh, I need to admit a mistake on that, by the way, because sometimes when I'm trying to keep things going, I misread things. That thunder damage was actually a con save, not a dex save. The lightning strike was a dex save. I don't know in the grand scheme if it would have mattered or not, but the only difference was half damage, and it was kind of a low damage effect anyways, and the deafened thing. Which means Cyanus probably had a better chance of failing, and you had a better chance of succeeding.
Yeah,
Ina probably would have succeeded.
I have a
Oh,
plus
quite
6
a
to
lot.
my con save. I have only a plus 2 to my dex.
Yeah, I don't know what the exact math was, but
Yeah.
I did misread that, and I wanted to call myself out.
Well, let's see. I rolled a 14, and then my plus 7 got me up to 21.
It would
If
have
it was
been
a
DC
con
17.
save-
Yeah,
If it was a con save, I would have gotten a 16.
yeah, so you would have failed.
Yeah, fuck. Oh well.
But that's relatively small in the grand scheme of things. It worked out well, because
Yeah.
having one person who could hear. I liked, just one quick
Sorry,
note before
what?
we go. One quick note before we go, because I have drill tomorrow, and I know everybody's tired.
Ooh.
I like how I feel like this caldera, there was like a pretty wide variety of different types of combat stuff with like flying creatures and then riding creatures and then the verticality and then the strange magics, and it was, I don't know, it was just, I thought it was a cool little set piece. And then you guys with the whole jailbreak thing and sneaking around, so it's kind of a little smattering of different stuff, and I thought that was really cool. I thought y'all managed it really well, especially tonight, starting out hindered so much with your spells and health and everything. You're still muted, Art.
I am?
Oh, I thought you were.
I don't know.
No, I was just
Okay.
breathing.
Oh, okay. All right. So, on that note, we are going to say good night We're going to go over to the end credit screen, roll the credits, and then raid a channel. So please follow the raid, give them some attention, some love, follow them if you like them. And yeah, I hope you'll have a great weekend. We'll see y'all Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central for Hearts of Shadow. And then next Friday, right back here again for the next episode of Odyssey of the Dragonlords. All right? Love you guys. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see y'all next time.